leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, prison blood, you can see it in my eye. Leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, prison blood, you can see it in my eye.
Hey, what's up, fam bam? Rumble was causing the delay tonight. I don't know what's going on with it, or this morning rather, because it is almost 4 a.m. I don't know what's going on with Rumble. I think they're having some sort of server issue because it was tripping on both online and on their app. So we will not be able to multi-stream to Rumble. I do think it's a server issue because I've done all the troubleshooting I could do, which is why it took so long to get started. But nevertheless, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Faye, grand rising to you, my love. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and happiness. Good to see you, my love. George in the building. Carvel Junkie. Patty Mine. Good to see all you. Thank you for your patience. Dion, grand rising, my love. All right. Lisa in the building. Good to see y'all. So yeah, I definitely was not planning on coming on at this time, but apparently that was the time I was supposed to come on because I have spent the last hour trying to figure out why in the world Rumble would not sync. But like I said, it's definitely a server issue that they have going on, because if it's not linking on the app, it's not linking on the browser. That's a server issue. Either way, I'm going to try to cap this live kind of short because I do have an appointment later today. But I wanted to get into the roast of it all because, the Garbage Pail Clan, this shit is just hilarious to me. And then, Cloudy Claudia, pretending to be such a victim. Shout out to Funky Dineva, by the way, the godfather of YouTube. I caught his live tonight, and then I watched a couple of his other lives. And I'm glad he finally addressed the TGI mess of it all. So we're going to review part of that live. And then there was this new channel I found with Cloudy Claudia. And she's on there with Jessie Woo and a couple other ladies. And oh my God, her victim mentality. So according to Cloudy Claudia, she has been a victim and rejected by the Black community and gays. That's what she addressed. She said, I just don't understand why my own people, the Black community, and the gay bloggers on YouTube, they just keep coming for me. Ma'am, now let's not play victim when we know you have shitted on the whole entire TGIF of it all. It just kills me when people do bullshit publicly and then play like they're victims. No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. You ain't nobody's victim. So I'm going to quickly review those couple of videos on that. Well, I forget the name of the channel, but it's in my history. And then I also was looking at a couple of videos by Angie Stone. So if we don't get to Angie Stone tonight, definitely come back, or this morning, come back tonight, because I found out some new tea about Mother Stone. Mother Stone she was out in these streets, okay? she was out in these streets, and she had them knuckles. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that too if there is time. Thank you so much, Dion, and kisses to you. Thank you for your encouragement and your donations. By the way, family, if anybody does want to donate to my channel, my Cash App and Venmo is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Please feel free to send your donations there. Thank you all for your prayers. Thank you all for the donations. Thank you all for your encouraging emails. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you so very much. Deirdre in the building. Good to see you. Good to see you guys chopping it up. Claudia Jordan, the one that that I've been roasting, but then me and Jag roasted, and she did that video of her cheeks and then don't fucking move. Miss Cloudy Claudia, who's always in her feelings all the time. Unapologetic Black, good to see you, my love. So yeah, again, I'm about to do a quick roast on Jaguar Wright's Garbage Pail Klan and Cloudy Claudia, blaming the Black community. And well, I shouldn't say Black community. She said my Black female bloggers and my, gay bloggers, the white people treat me better than you guys. So, ma'am, now look, I can understand, your mother is Italian, your father's Black. The unfortunate thing about biracial, melanated people, they tend to struggle a lot with their identity. They can't quite pick a side because they're technically both. But ma'am, it's given mixed privilege. It's you want some Karen energy, ma'am, and you do got melanin in your skin too, so you can't quite pull a Karen, when you're half Black too. Now everyone has their opinion, right? You're entitled to that. But to blame the Black community, and specifically Black female bloggers, gee, I wonder who you're talking about. Because they had their little pity party conversation. And the one chick that was on stage with her, I cannot remember her name, but I remember seeing her on one of the Love and Hip Hop series, and her voice annoys the entire fuck out of me. She just sounds like she's fucking and all high. So she basically found a group of other, how shall I say this? I mean, this is a roast. A group of other pity party committee members. Because that chick that was on the Love and Hip Hop of it all, I remember seeing her on the Love and Hip Hop of it all. And she used to go in on people too. And Jessie Woo was on there, and I ain't gonna hold y'all. I didn't know Jessie Woo was that thick. She looked good as fuck. I'm like, okay, Jessie Woo, I could get it. And Jessie Woo, her opinions and things that she said kind of made more sense. But the thing I don't like when I do see Claudia on all these different platforms is, you've literally been a mean girl, specifically to Funky Dineva and Al Reynolds on the TGI mess of it all, okay? And then now you're trying to play victim. No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. I'm about to flambe the entire fuck out of your ass. Cody in the building. Good to see you, fam. Good to see you. I'm trying to tell you, she's always the victim. Just like when she was on my channel, writing paragraphs of comments. And I also find it funny how in the thumbnail they put on there, "You've been blocked." Well, ma'am, I didn't really, She talked about how she has been blocking bloggers. Well, she shitted on the Funky Dineva of it all. And again, shout out to the godfather of YouTube, Miss Funky Dineva. And then she, shitted on Al Reynolds, and she allowed Armand to sit there and publicly roast Al, but that wasn't a roast because nothing about what Armand Wiggins did was funny. See, my roasts are actually funny. They make people laugh. Armand drug the entire fuck out of Al Reynolds and Cloudy Claudia. You sat there and participated because you sat there and laughed and kiki like it was funny. You did not stop Armand from ruining that show. So, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to stop playing victims. I'm about to flambe your ass and put you on blast, okay? Thank you, Cody. And then there's the Jaguar Wright, garbage Pail Klan. I was listening to another, was it Funky Dineva that said that? It was either Funky Dineva or it was Angie Stone. It was one of the videos I was watching tonight where they said, if you're watching me, that means you're obsessed, which means some part of you likes me. And it might even been on the ladies, that little kiki, conversation, but it's the truth. People who are obsessively watching my channels because some part of you like my motherfucking ass. You just need to admit that shit. That's what's up, Dion. So yeah, I'm about to flambe these Copycat Syndrome motherfuckers here on the tube of it all. Like I said, y'all copying off of someone brand new to this. It just continues to be hilarious to me. And then Cloudy Claudia, she's always such a victim. Everyone's always after her, and I just feel like, the white bloggers, just say what you mean, motherfucker. You feel like the white bloggers are better because niggas is gonna hold you accountable for your shiz night. Fuck out of here, bruh. For real. You are no one's victim, man. I have watched you on multiple platforms, including the Real Housewives of Atlanta of it all, be a whole entire bully. So, no ma'am, no ham, no turkey. In fact, I'm going to pull up your gematria tonight, too, because if narcissist was the person, I'm just saying. Not useless frequencies. Oh, her gematria is funny. Not the gematria roasting your ass. Oh, this shit about to be funny as fuck. Oh, OM fucking G. Okay, let me share screen. Oh my God, yo. This shit's about to be funny. I heard gematria is shady as fuck. I mean, it's shady as fuck. All right, so family, shout out to the 716 signatures on my petition. Thank you, everybody who has been sharing and signing the petition. I just dropped the link again in the chat. Be sure to sign and share. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, family, even though Rumble is being a butt munch this time in the morning, don't forget to follow me on Rumble at JustEshow. Same exact tag as my YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Apparently, TikTok has been reactivated. I was able to log in, and I saw, I found a video on there that was quite interesting. It was a video of Joe Scott allegedly responding to the Jaguar Wright. So I think later tonight, we're going to review that video as well. Because, she has some things to say, and she said them things in song. She sang her feelings out. So I also came across an article that said that her and Jaguar used to be besties. I didn't know that either, because she ain't never said that she was besties with Joe Scott. Y'all always have heard her go off and, drag the entire Joe Scott for filth. So, not yet, but I will. Right. Everybody's always after them, but yet they're the ones bullied. Everyone's always coming for Jaguar, yet she's always coming for everybody else. Cloudy Claudia is always a victim, even though I've watched her be a mean girl more than once. Ma'am, please shut the entire fuck up. What? I wish I had my torch out, because I'm sure enough finna flambee your motherfucking ass. OMG. Oh, see, you're so pissed off, but you can't stop watching my channel. So much so, you subliminally addressed it on your little catty ass, your little collaboration. Whatever happened to that all-female melanin TV network you talked about that you were going to start, in November of 2023? It's been over a year. I haven't seen you start that all-women network. Now, let me get my funky Dineva voice. Is it me? Or did you fall out with them ladies that you were supposed to start that all-black female network with? Because, ma'am, it's been over a year. Now, I know you're not finna be on that She by Sheree never had them goddamn sweatsuits type energy, because... Oh, and apparently there's a new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and guess who ain't on it? Marlo's not, Sheree is not, Candy is not, Kenya is not. Apparently it's the Shamia Morton of it all, with drops of Portia, who married Mr. Lyman Nobadia, and Mr. Lyman Nobadia then got picked up by ICE. See how karma works? Because that motherfucker was disparaging all the black, melanin Americans, calling all of us black roaches. You know who else calls us black roaches? People from Mexico. They call us mayates. Mayate means black roach and or nigger in Spanish. I just find it funny that an African man was looking down upon the American melanated, And now they didn't pick your African ass up and you about to get deported right back to where the fuck you from. I just love when the ancestors show up and do shit. That shit was hilarious. So I wonder, Portia, what you gonna do? You finna go back and stay with Miss Diane? I ain't gonna hold you. Your mama's sexy as hell. I don't even be liking cougars, but she is gorgeous. You need to start a show with her. You and your mama could start a thoughtin' generation, just don't ever teach your daughter to be like you. You know what I mean? I think you should allow your daughter to spend more time with your sister because she seems to have more class than you. But you and Simon had a whole lot to say about Black Americans, ma'am. And Portia, you have had a lot to say about gay people. So I think we're going to have to roast your ass. You and Lyman Nobody, I think I'm going to have to roast y'all tonight. That's a whole nother lie, because I remember sitting on the panel with Tisa Can't Speak and Spell when I first started my YouTube channel in 2021. And we talked about you and Lyman Nobody, getting together behind Fallon's back and you sitting up in this woman's house in her face, fucking her husband, and then you proceeded to marry him. And it didn't even last 4 years. Just like I called it back then and said it wasn't gonna last, you feel me? But yeah, you and your African, Mr. Look Like Yoda, 50 Shades of Black Yoda looking motherfucking ass. Yeah, y'all had a whole lot of negative things to say about Black Americans. And Portia, matter of fact, let me stop sharing screen so you can see my face, ma'am. You do know you're Black, right? I know you did the African ceremony. You're not African. You's a Nick, okay? You from here. But I remember all those disparaging things you and Mr. Lyman Obadia said on the Instagram of it all. How all the Black women could never get a man like him. And when Funky Dineva said Portia got the Donald Trump of Africans, I fell the fuck out. That shit was hilarious. See, again, Funky Dineva is the reason I do my roast, because he be on it. He was like, Shamia got the African. Meanwhile, Portia got the Donald Trump of Africans. I said, God damn. So yeah, y'all like the video coming. Y'all know the trolls is gonna be watching, especially because I didn't turn on subscribers only, because I just don't give no fucks tonight. So it's okay. Okay, for real. Oh yeah, these two for sure. That's why she getting flambéed too. You know, I just know in my spirit that all of our ancestors are ashamed of you, man. Yeah. And your little garbage pail clan, your copycat syndrome, you know, your little people you keep sending to troll in the chat and to watch and monitor. Probably you're up monitoring right now. I don't know why, but I can feel your presence. So pretty sure you're watching right now. Ma'am, you know what looks really beautiful in the public eye? When you are your authentic self. You do realize that even though you might have acting skills, which clearly you do because you pretended to be loyal and then, you know, did the fuck shit you did on February 9th. You do realize that eventually your true colors will shine through. Your true colors, ma'am, they gonna shine through. You're not gonna be able to keep up that Valley Girl voice because, you know, that's not who you are. You know, you one of them raw from Philly type chicks. That ain't even who you are. So the funny thing about when people be fading the funk for the social media, see, I don't monitor and troll y'all's channels, but there's people that do. And when I tell you they are going to post every video of you that makes you non-credible, I'm just saying. I mean, for real. That's why I named her She by Herself. Matter of fact, let me bring my own video of that. Because see, between Candy and Miss Funky Dineva, them two have inspired me so much to roast the entire fuck out of people. Because that's the best way. You know, when somebody call themselves hating on you, the best revenge is to just roast the fuck out of their ass and make fun of them and laugh. Don't ever give them your power. I'm trying to tell you. I look like she melting. Girl, don't nobody give no fucks about that damn plaque. From a motherfucker that's trying to vote slavery out of schools and has done away with diversity, equity, and inclusion. And again, she doesn't realize that includes her. Because Miss Wright, you like to eat pussy, okay? And you like dick. So, you know, if he's doing away with diversity, equity, and inclusion, that includes you. I don't think you're going to be able to be openly gay around Donald Trump, even though it's alleged that he allegedly is down low. And all commentary on my channel is for the purposes of entertainment, education, and is my opinion, which I'm entitled to according to the first constitution of the current constitution that he's trying to amend and change, and is alleged outside of my real life experience. Child, look, I didn't look. Because I'm like, motherfuckers really on here acting brand new and acting like they don't be doing the shit that they be fucking doing. Wait, what the hell? You know what? We did this bullshit before. Can you not do that? Do I really got to go all the way out? Man. Like, you know, I keep forgetting we are in Mercury retrograde. I totally keep forgetting that. That explains all the technical issues. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, there we go. That's all I was trying to do, is get that adjusted. I'm telling you, sponsored by Temu. Shit. I'm like, y'all sitting up here. Let me go on and pull up the garbage pail of it all. Let's go on and pull that up. Let's show motherfuckers how they look. Because see, I was editing the thumbnail and I came across some photos. And they all look like all the panelists that bashed, defamed, and slandered me for days. And apparently they still are. Because folks are so mad that I won't come on their platforms and give them energy. The shit is hilarious, bruh. Okay, let me share screen. This is y'all. Oh, this is y'all. This is y'all. We got Odeezy in the front. Madge in the back. This is Jaguar since she want to talk like a Valley girl. She the redhead one. Got Murph right here. And I would say we got Odell, Matchy, Jag, Murph. You know what? Actually, I think Murph is going to be the one with the freckles and the glasses. That's going to be Murph. AKA Norman Bates. Maggie in the back with that ugly ass wig. Odeezy in the front. This could be Roro because it kind of looked like Roro. Oh my God. When I tell y'all, every time I think about Sean Damn calling yourself oh my God, wait a minute. Chico Bitty A2 Titties cussed Hagatha. Oh, he did? He had the audacity to go on Maggie's show and cuss out Jag and Odell? Oh, that is hilarious. Okay. Yeah, I had heard that too, but then I heard that I guess he came back on Maggie's platform. Probably they try to do to him what they did to me. You know, Karma's such a good, Karma is a bitch with your name on it. Murph, I tried to tell you that they was gonna do that shit, Told Ralph too, motherfuckers ain't want to listen, so, I'm just saying, this is what it's given. The Garbage Pail Clan. Yeah, I would say Murph is the one with the glasses. And let's see. Got Maggie here, Steph back there. Jaguar with the red hair since she act like she want to be a pale. Now, Odeezy, and then we got Murph and I'll say Murph and Shane. But this one do kind of look like Roro in the face. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. So yeah, a flambe on the motherfuckers that call themselves continuing to keep having my name in their mouth. It's so funny. Because I haven't been to none of y'all platforms and I don't intend on going to them. But I will flambe the entire fuck out of y'all. Here's another good photo. Oh, this one's real good. She got snot coming all out her nose. And, oh, the Garbage Pail Kids of it all. You know what? Thank you. I knew I was forgetting somebody. Yeah, let's go bike. Okay. So we got Odeezy her. Got Murph here in the corner with the glasses. We got Maggie in the bike. This is Jaguar since she act like she don't want her skin to be melanated. So I still think this could be Murph right here. Oh boy, could be Murph. Maybe Nick could be. You know what? Nick could be the dinosaur character in the back. And then I would say this is probably Plotter because that's all the people that was involved in that group call. In addition, either everybody that was involved in that group call on that day. This is all of y'all. All of y'all Garbage Pail Clan, your Jaguar Wright Garbage Pail Clan. This is how I see you every time I hear about y'all talking cash money shit on the Jew. Y'all are the Garbage Pail Clan Collective. And the reason you're the garbage pail claims because all of your platforms are trash. Literally. Y'all's platforms are trash. Here's another good picture. I like, this is a good one right here. See, this is back when, everybody actually used puppets and animation. Yeah. Maggie, Murph, O'Deezy, Plotter, Nick, Jaguar. Actually, no, this is Murph. That one's supposed to be Roro. So yeah, all of the Garbage Pail Kids of it all, the Garbage Pail Clan, let me just clarify, because that's what I'm going to start referring to all of you so-called Jaganators who find it amusing to continue to lie and slander people and do stupid shit. Speaking of that, for those who have been asking, yes, I am still offering the spiritual psychic readings. I will be getting caught up on the ones I've received already this week. You will receive your readings. So again, for those who would like a spiritual psychic reading, go to my channel, click on post, and it is the 4th post down. You can select from the categories of... Every time I touch screen, it slides to the left. I do not know why. YouTube and StreamYard, get your shit together. You should not be going to the left like a penis early in the morning. Anyways, select from the spiritual psychic readings categories. Make sure that you send me an email with your category, your reading request. Select the time slots available. Send your donation, the exact amount posted. Do send it to my Cash App. I need to add my Venmo to that too. Just remember, because some people don't have Cash App. But regardless, if you don't have access to Cash App and you want a reading, but you have access to Venmo, put that in your email. I'll send you the link for your donation. And if you want me to be live on video, like I am right now, you will add a $10 donation per reading. If you want a channeled ancestral or psychic medium session, that is a $60 donation per hour. And for a virtual Reiki healing session, it is $65 per hour donation. But I just find it so funny that this Garbage Pail Clan, boy, when I tell you they cannot look. I got y'all feeling. Y'all can't stop watching me. It's just so funny. Yeah, see. I'm serious. That motherfucker look like Roro. I don't care what y'all say. That one actually kind of does look like ODC because of the cheeks and the eyes. Imagine the back glaring. Jaguar over here wanting to be all extra valley girl with red hair. Nick in the back being the dinosaur. Then we got Murph over here with the damn glasses. Yes, the Garbage Pail Clan of it all. Every time I heard y'all talking shit, I'm gonna roast the fuck out of your ass. And I'm gonna motherfucking laugh. Because that shit is funny. Speaking of roasting, let's go ahead and take a look at... See, she by herself. That's what I named my video. She by herself, Sheree, went low. It was the sheer audacity to talk about Candy not being successful when she's a serial entrepreneur. And you've been trying to get that She by Sheree clothing line off the ground going on 17 years, ma'am, and you still haven't done it. I just, it's the jealousy factor for me. It's always the ones who try to compete where they don't compare. And then they get so jealous and try to come for you. Candy didn't clap back on social media. She didn't jump on social media and berate and defame and slander Sheree. She just made a Candy spoof, roasting the fuck out of her. And I'm going to show y'all the second spoof she made that was fucking hilarious that I did a re-edit on. Actually turned it into a marketing video. Because when I tell you Candy came out with them joggers so goddamn fast, I mean, she came out with them joggers within 2 days. Pause, goddamn. Sheree been trying to goddamn... Yeah, let's switch to... Look. She by herself. You've been working on this all the live long day. You've been working on this jogger clothing line she by herself, Sheree. And that shit still ain't came out after 17 years. Boy, I'm telling you. When I tell you Candy got that shit up so goddamn quick in 2 days, shit, Serene, good to see you. Don't it? Let me talk back. Look, don't that look like Roro on Swole? Like if Roro was to just blow up and be fat like Shane motherfucking ass, I guarantee you that's how that motherfucker gonna look. Oh my God, yo, I love to roast show can't. And motherfuckers keep trying to compete. I don't even know why multiple celebrities who people call themselves celebrities keep trying to compete with me. Baby, you don't compare. You can't compare. You can't fake authenticity. You know, you can try to copy it, but you can't fake it. See, because authenticity is the opposite of fake. You know, one of these things is not like the other. You know, I know you're trying to look and talk and sound the same and do the same, but you're not. Yep, I saw 2222. So before I end the live, I'm going to bring up the 222-444-333 angelic message for sure. So yeah, I do feel like look, that motherfucker look like Shane. I don't give a damn what nobody say. That look like Shane after he done gained about 300 pounds. You know, on some munchy shit, eating a bunch of shit. And yeah, that's Shane. Not Shane. That's Roro on Swole. Jaguar is the ginger, because she damn sure don't want to be black. And like I said, DZ, Murph with the glasses, Maggie peering, and Nick in the bike as a dinosaur. And I'm just going to say this one in the front as plotter. You know, I just love to roast. Just like Candy did. So the first thing she did is she made this candy spoof. Now, I did take and re-edit this because it was hilarious. And what day was this? So yeah, this was September 2023. I'm gonna play my own content, and I don't, you know, and this is my own content, so you might not be saying shit. Let's see how Candy handles haters and liars.
Find love. She's divorced. Will she get remarried? Will she find love?
And y'all put a Y in the chat and let me know if you can hear it or if I need to stop sharing and reshare, because you know StreamYard be randomly disconnecting the audio. If you can hear it, please put a Y. If you can't, please put an N.
We are not going to get married anymore.
Why?
She's old now.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fine. I am a Sangoma. Yeah, Sangoma is a herbalist.
Are you like a medicine healer person?
Yeah, there is a medicine. You can smell it. Smell your ancestors.
It smells a little bit like pee, though.
You know, I will give it to Candy. She's a very great actress. Candy literally nailed every single character on The Real Housewives, especially Nene. The facial expressions, she nailed it. Shout out to Candy.
I can throw my bones and tell you what you must do in life and what is your problem. Let me talk to my boss. He's going to set. Want me to look for you?
Sure. Will she find love? She's divorced. Will she get remarried? Will she find love?
We are not going to get married anymore. She's old now. We are old. You must stay now. You mustn't get married again.
The way she did Nene's look and cackle fucking killed me. Candy nailed this shit.
They were.
In your house.
In that face. Oh my God. That face. She fucking nailed it. She fucking nailed Sheree all day.
Love. She's divorced. Will she
nailed Sheree's motherfucking ass to the cross. You
get remarried? Will she find love?
We are not going to get married anymore. She's old now. We are old. You must stay now. You mustn't marry again.
Stay where?
In your house.
Single. She must stay single. I believe I'll get married again.
But my bones tell me that you're not going to get married.
Start drinking without you, Tyrone, but you're taking too long. That means she's on the phone. What does it mean when you call someone, it ring and then it go busy?
That be blocked. That be blocked. That be blocked. No. No.
Because that's exactly what Sheree did. You got to be a stupid motherfucker to have Bravo film you getting stood up by jailbait. She by herself, Sheree. When I tell you, you should have never, ever opened your mouth to say shit against Candy. Because, ma'am, we all saw that jailbait ass nigga publicly humiliate you. He not only stood you up, he was with the next bitch while you was calling him. And he put you on blast. He put you on blast on the Instagram of it all and said that the reason he blocked you because he was with his girlfriend and that he told you he was not going to film with you on Bravo and that you still tried to force him to come on the show, which is why your motherfucking ass was sitting there on national TV looking stupid as hell. Oh my God. See, this is the thing I love. When fucked up people call themselves coming for you, and then the universe the way the ancestors handled Sheree's ass for Candy was hilarious. And then Candy making her relive her most embarrassing moments instead of lowering her frequency to go back and forth with her. Yeah, that's the inspiration behind the roast and including motherfucking Miss Funky Dineva.
I got a call from my telling this bullshit.
You said that. You said that.
I just leveled up.
Oh, shout out to Candy again. Oh, Sheree, you went low and Candy took your motherfucking ass to hell. You should have never said shit. You should have just kept your mouth closed. Now, the funny thing was, after Candy roasted her, she still kept talking shit, right? She ain't learned a lesson, right? So within 2 days, Candy came out with her new jogger line. Let me go to the description because I had a title in here. It's called Candy Athleisure Wear. This is real merch. Like you can literally go and purchase it from her on @Candy online. And so what I did is I saw a reel on Instagram and I took the reel and re-edited it and I turned it into like an actual marketing video. Because this was her, again, her response to all the shit Sheree was saying about her came out in branding and roasting. That's how you handle motherfuckers. Shout out to Candy again. Oh my God, when I tell you, these people inspire me so much, how they rise above the fuckery. Shout out to Candy. And again, this is a video that I edited. When did I edit this? October of 2023. So not too long after the last one.
I'm about to headbutt this bitch.
If you walk right. I just leveled up, I thank God. Straight.
One more again. Because see, in her original video, she's just standing there. Like she's literally just standing.
I'm about to headbutt this bitch.
So this is what she was doing. She was standing still in each one of the outfits. So I used the mirroring effect to, mirror her and then to create like the mirage effect. But yeah, her using Lil Scrappy's Nuck If You Buck. While advertising her new leisure wear that she by herself been saying for over 17 years she was launching and still ain't did it. Ma'am, I tell you, this is the exact best way to roast the fuck out of somebody. And seek revenge is to show them what they not doing by show them what you is doing and to do it better than them. Again, shout out to Candy. And not only that, to look absolutely adorable while doing it. She ain't mad. She ain't angry. She's like, oh, okay, this bitch gonna talk shit. Let me go on and launch my own leisure wear so she could let me show her how to be successful while she talking shit about me. Let me stun on this hoe with my whole new brand. And again, you can actually go to Tag's Boutique and purchase these joggers. I definitely plan to. So yeah, shout out to Candy. Oh my God. Right. They talk so much shit about Candy on and offline, and they ain't never did shit. Ain't never, ever did shit. Not with their lives and not towards her, because they couldn't. She too damn successful and they could never. So I feel like that's the real way to stunt on them hoes, is to show them what you doing that they not and let them know. Now, in honor of Miss Funky Dineva, the godfather of YouTube, I'm going to play this because this is so completely relevant to tonight or this morning's subject about Claudia, playing victim. Again, I'm going to play part of there's 2 of his lives I'm finna play a clip from, because when he said that he knew that shit was going to shit when he left, when I tell you, when you know your worth and what you bring to the table, especially when you align with other people and they don't see your worth, the best way to get a motherfucker to see your worth is to walk smooth the fuck away from them and never return. Right. I'm about to have this bitch. Notice how she didn't make no threats. She took that clip from the old episode of Real Housewives and used the voice clip to nuck if you bug, basically letting Sheree know, not only am I more successful, but bitch, you run up, get done up. You feel me? Like, when I tell you that's some A-Town shit for your ass, bruh. So yeah, Funky Dineva, he said it best when he left that damn TGI mess. He said, I'm going to bet on myself. And he has not only done better on the tube, he has flourished into multiple brands. Like he does multiple things now. He always was doing radio, but he's doing more radio gigs. He's doing his own new news segment, which, by the way, Miss Funky Dineva, you did say you were hiring for a technical director. Well, when you get ready to hire for pre and post-production senior editor, multimedia producer, I gotcha. And again, shout out to you for shouting out my edibles on your Instagram page and for following me bike after we met. You were the only one out of the TGI mess crew that didn't act like a stuck-up bitch, and you was cool as shit. And when I synced you with a T on the end at the studio the next day, you gave me my props again and then asked for some more. So you know how you was asking us in your live tonight, did we want you to come back to Houston? Yes, Funky Dineva. Bring your ass bike. You can come back either Memorial Day weekend, like you first was saying, or whenever you decide to come this summer. I got you on some new edibles, and trust me when I say my mini bombs is the bomb. Them shit's gonna get you fucked up, and it's gonna creep up on you, and it's gonna keep creeping up on you until next thing you know, you're gonna be like I was in my apartment on my futon when I seen red, yellow, and Legos running around my goddamn futon. My shits gets you right. They get you good and lifted. So stay tuned for more of my high vibrational desserts and, savory items that are infused with the love of lifted infusion. I'll say that. And yeah, even though I took enough for all 3 of them, Funky did take all the damn brownies. Claudia, she ain't getting none of them. Well, she bit into one of them and then she got, kind of really faded. And then Al was trying to get one, but Funky took them hoes to his room, bro. Like he took them shits from them because they both told me we didn't even get none of your brownies. She said I got to taste one of them and it was really good. What did you put in it? Well, I made my own chocolate ganache from scratch. I made my own caramel sauce from scratch and the brownie batter, you know. And then I just topped it with the mini pecans, and you know I'm a real chef, so they could taste the difference in my edibles as opposed to people that, you know, go technically purchase edibles and then try to promote them as their own. See, I'm a real chef. But shout out to the funky Dineva. No problem, Didi. You're not even late, child. I'm late. I'm trying to tell you. Oh, y'all just wait. I'm going to get them hoes popping soon. So yeah, shout out to Funky. Now, let's, I'm going to reminisce because I do miss this show. I really do. But Funky really would look. Funky held this show down. I don't give a damn what any of y'all want to say, especially you, Cloudy Claudia. You know he was the comedic relief for the TGIF of it all. Al, sometimes Al was funny, but Al was just very tampon up his ass type energy. It's very uptight, kind of more serious. Like he did his YouTube channel with the court, you know, syndication. That's boring. Ain't nobody trying to tune in to watch a man that is, I think he's about 50, if not, he's close to it. And you're doing a court version of celebrity news. It's just, it didn't land. And Cloudy Claudia, your channel boring as fuck. I seen that shit. I seen that shit when you first put it out there. You on there with 50 to 6-year-old women showing how all of y'all are stereotypes. You know, you with all your 50-11 cats. I think it's a very wonderful thing that you became successful, but I'm just starting to wonder if that email was true about you allegedly getting dicked down by Mr. Cotta and him allegedly paying you to keep quiet about Miss Kathy White. I think could be some truth to that because you know you are very successful. I will give you that. But these motherfuckers they not checking for the gold digger who makes more money than them because that makes them feel emasculated. And I think if you stopped looking at men as financial gain and looked at a man's heart, you may not be having to live alone with your 50-11 cats to comfort you. Here's another suggestion, Cloudy Claudia. You know, because I noticed this today. Hello, my love. I noticed this today. It's an observation of mine. You get along really well with women who buy your bullshit. And one of the ladies on that panel looks like she may want to taste your snatch. I want to suggest to you, Cloudy Claudia, I think you should try to dip in the woman pool because clearly dating men ain't worked for your ass. I mean, I think you're what, 53, 54? You're about 10 years older than me. I think you should go on and get you a girlfriend. I'm for real. Here's why. Because in lesbian relationships, I dated women for 4 years, so I know this. You have more of a connection emotionally with the woman, and she will want to listen to you, you know, talk about how you're being attacked on social media and YouTube, you know, how everybody hates you. A man he's not going to want to hear that. He's not going to give no fucks. Like that nigga you was on the marriage boot camp of it all with. That's why he left your ass, because you were glued to your phone the whole series, you know. So I just think if you haven't bumped coochies with Mimi already, which I heard some rumors that y'all allegedly did back in the day, and I could totally see that because Mimi is very much a butch lesbian. Well, she proclaims herself as a lesbian. So I think maybe you and Mimi should give it a try. That's what I think. I think you might like it. And I think that might solve all your issues and you won't have to be alone with your cats anymore. Again, shout out to Funky Dineva.
Didn't say the leg in Utah by mistake. The computer didn't say the leg in Utah by mistake. Where is this man's leg? Where is his leg? Somebody got his leg, and you can't do nothing with it. It's of no value on the black market. It's a fat prosthetic leg. It's not gonna fit anybody. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm not even used to people being that big having prosthetic. So it's not gonna fit the average person walking around who need a prosthetic leg. Your grandma who got her knee amputated from diabetes can't use it. Where is this man's leg? Who got the leg? Somebody got it.
I'm gonna take y'all advice.
Holy shit, I fucking love Funky Dineva. Shout out to Miss Funky Dineva. Yo, you look, can't nobody tell me that Funky is not funny as fuck, bro. Funky cracks me the fuck up. Where is the leg? He's like, I ain't trying to be mean, but I ain't used to somebody that big being me. See, again, the roasting of it all. I don't know why, but I just noticed that the thumbnail for this intro looks like titties upside down. Holy shit. Matter of fact, let me go on and bring up his lives. Because one, I want y'all to hear, see, this is all part of the roast about Miss Cloudy Claudia claiming to be such a victim. Then we got, you know, let me bring it up. Hold up. Okay, right here. This is the one I had to find. Because see, this issue here, this is an editing and a production team fail. Because you notice one tone face with the neck. I think y'all forgot to put the makeup on the neck here. So it's definitely given coonery. Yeah, this is Marlon. I can tell by the face shape, and this is Sean. Ma'am, yeah, this is what is given, Miss Wright. All you need is some blue contacts and your blonde wig. Then you can go ahead and live in your truth. Oh, you can go ahead and live in your truth, ma'am. Because, yeah, the moves you're making right now on the tube and the gram is giving self-hate. It's giving, I wish I had blonde hair and blue eyes. With the black neck and the goddamn blonde wig. That is what the entire fuck is giving. It is giving that. Because I'm just like, the level to which folks hate themselves is quite sad. Meanwhile, you keep sending your garbage pail, your garbage pail clan to come watch and report. This shit is just too goddamn funny. It really is. It is hilarious to me. Because I'm like, just go on and live in your truth. You know good and goddamn well that's how you want to look. You know it is. Then you got your little garbage pail clan coming over. trying to report, trying to talk shit, all that dumbass crap. Now, Funky spoke up. Wait, okay, what are you doing? Funky spoke up. Okay, annoying. Fuck off, retrograde. Oh, this is so irritating. I don't know why the fuck it keeps doing that. Trying to move the cursor. There we go. When he spoke on, and I think he spoke on Amber Rose too. Hold on. Oh, and there was a serious part he spoke on that I will cover later. Because he talked about that Bad Barbie. See, this is how much I don't listen to modern day music. I had no idea who the fuck Bad Barbie was. But she looks inappropriate for the types of things that she's talked about she's done on OnlyFans. She looks inappropriately young. And that actually ties into the whole trafficking, pedo of it all type energy. But hold on, I'm trying to skip forward to when he talked about TGIF. Because it was like right towards the end. Or was it this one? It might have been the other one. Hold on. And he talked about Shannon Sharp and Amber Rose. So yeah, I am going to cover that because part of my roast for Cloudy Claudia is her support of Amber Rose, who publicly said on College Hill when she was on there with Joseline that she did not identify as a black woman, even though she's mixed. She said she identifies more with her white side, and that's what she, identifies as. And again, those who are mixed race tend to go through identity crisis. And it is unfortunate. You shouldn't have to pick one race or the other, but let's keep it real. Most people in society, they're going to tell you to pick a side. When in actuality, you should be able to embrace both races that you are. That's my personal opinion. But I also don't like when mixed women try to pull their Karen card and say things like, white bloggers treat me better than my own people. The black women bloggers and the black gay bloggers are always tearing me down. Ma'am, how many times have you torn down those very same people? On multiple platforms, not just Real Housewives. You've done it on The Breakfast Club. You've done it on, what was the one that Portia was on with Ricky Smiley? Whatever the name of that show is. The Wake Up show. You've done it on a lot of different platforms. And then you allowed Armando Wiggins to do it to Al publicly on the very last episode of TGI Mess. So, ma'am, again, I'm going to need you to start taking responsibility, and I'm going to need you to stop acting like you a damn victim because you're not. And again, shout out to Miss Funky Dineva. I hope this is the part where he was talking about. Let me see.
Show y'all some stuff. Let me see what I'm going to show y'all.
Hold on. It might have been before that. Hold on.
Tasha, you're actually in the worst position a bitch could ever be in.
Oh, that's when he was talking about Latasha from Escape. And I agree with him. She really fucked that whole situation up with Candy and them acting like she was better than them. To come to find out they did it better without her.
And opening some brick and mortar businesses, right? And so what brick and mortar business am I opening first? I am.
Was it this one?
They are under the suspicion. They are under the belief. They've been misinformed. A contract went wrong. I'm misunderstanding something. There's just no way in hell I'm going to let a relationship with my sibling have this moment. And then she said at the very end of the video, she said her sister gave the camera a look. If y'all saw where Carlos King does a lot of his interviews at in Miami, it's the place where Carlos interviewed me and the place.
Which, by the way, that was a dope interview. I do want to review that interview too. It was amazing.
Where I interviewed Nikki Gilbert. If y'all like that setup,
then maybe, hold on. I got to find out if it's this one or the other one. Because, I forgot I took a screenshot of the timestamp, because the way he addressed TGIF and Cloudy Claudia. Now, of course, he didn't call her by name, but everybody who knows about that show knows who he was talking about. Hold on. I could have sworn I took a timestamp screenshot. Let me just check, because I don't know if it's this video or the last one. Hold on. I remember it was like 28 minutes in. Okay, then it has to be this one, because I was just checking the other one. It's not that one. Hold on.
In the seat. And that's why I try to make it a point, guys. I don't know if she had the seatbelt on or not. I don't know if the seatbelt has anything to do.
That's what it was. He said that he heard that Angie died because she was not in a seatbelt and she was ejected from the car, from the van. Again, all of that is very suspicious. I feel like Angie Stone would definitely not have put herself in the passenger seat with no seatbelt on. I don't feel like that would be true at all.
The city, trying to do anything in Buckhead, Midtown. Regular folks who ain't trying to do nothing. That bitch brought 24 cupcakes. Would never dictate, I hate that I'm going to use this word, would never dictate that I be in spaces with people in that station in life. But the reason why I stayed, and the reason why I enjoyed those people so much, and the reason why I call those people my family and my friends, is because one thing that I was able to get amongst those people were real, genuine, intimate.
Wait, no, I think that's the Miami. Hold on.
I don't see, if ever I see that, what it is. So I'm always gonna be the most confident bitch in the room. We will stop by. Baby, I want to talk about it. Who in Atlanta want to go eat? Guys, is it good? Yeah, it actually. Armand, since that whole Fox Soul.
There it is. Okay, this is the one that is on. Cause yeah, he was talking about getting his dad by it. That's because Funky keep drinking all that damn liquor. Hold on, here it is.
Sometimes this is what I get for talking about Lizzo them all them damn years older. But see, the only thing about it is, baby, unlike y'all girls, I see the stuff is there. It's there already. It's there, honey. I just gotta go walk.
Funky,
baby, I just go walk. I just go walk for 2 weeks and stick my finger down my throat, and I'll be fine.
See, that right there, Funky, that was way too much information. Not you saying you're a bulimic publicly, sir. Now, I know I'm very open about my sexuality and me liking women and all that stuff. I'm Scorpio, but sir, we could have went the whole rest of this year without knowing that you be sticking your finger down your throat. That is not good. Please stop doing that.
So don't get it twisted, baby. I ain't nowhere near where y'all girls at. So don't be feeling like, yeah, God diva, I'm empowered. Don't be feeling empowered, because I'm not part of y'all club. I'm not part of y'all club. I'm just visiting here. I don't stay here. I'm just visiting. And my stint here gonna be real short. Real short. I'm not staying long. Okay? But y'all better get somebody who makes you feel strong and makes you feel seen and makes you feel good. Somebody said, what up with you and Armand? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I have not talked to Armand since that whole Fox Soul.
And see, that right there I love. Because he's not trashing Armand. Even though Cloudy Claudia, I gotta call you out again. Now you sat on the TGI mess of it all and let Armand drag Al for filth publicly. That was not a roast. That was a dragging. You know, what Armand did to Al was basically almost as bad as what Jag did to me on February 9th. But except for Armand didn't tell Al that he should go to sleep and not wake up. And he didn't bring up Al's any sort of medical conditions or Al's mom, but it was on the same level of fucked up. Because I was like, this is supposed to be a roast. And Claudia, you allowed Armand to do that on Al's birthday. And you really thought the network was going to let that show continue? Y'all had already fucked up letting Funky go, because once y'all let Funky go, we all left, including myself. I unsubscribed and everything because that was the only reason I was watching the show, was watching Fox Soul, was because of, the TGI mess. Because I ain't going to hold y'all. The rest of their shows to me are very boring. They're not entertaining at all. So I love how he confidently believed in himself enough to know that y'all needed him way more than he ever needed you. And that's what I love about myself. People will underestimate me until they lose me and then realize how much you actually needed that energy. But as Funky Dineva has, when I tell you I bet on myself every time, because I know I will not let myself down. Them letting him go from that show was the worst thing Fox Soul could have ever did. Because I guarantee you, they did away with Cocktails with the Queens, which was Claudia, Silena, and Vivica Fox and Lisa Ray. All big names who were expensive to have on Fox Soul. And it was said that allegedly Joyce didn't want to keep paying them, so they X'd that show to have TGIF be able to go record 5 days a week, which is why they were in Houston, because they were going to syndicate the show and everybody from the cast was going to move here. And then they let that Armand Wiggin fuck everything up and the whole show got canceled. See, again, this is a great example of when people fuck you over and you rise above, how the ancestors handle that shit for you. Funky, all Funky did was walk away. He didn't seek revenge. He did share his opinion. He definitely shared his opinion about Claudia on social media and on his YouTube channel eventually. But I found it ironic, Claudia, that on these interviews tonight, which I am going to share screen, you claim to be such a victim and how everyone is against you, especially Black female bloggers on YouTube and gay bloggers on YouTube. I mean, ma'am. Now, Funky been on YouTube as an openly gay blogger for a good 15 years or more. Al just started his shit, so you couldn't have been talking about him, and Al act like he barely identifies as Black. Now, to my knowledge, the only other Black female blogger who has spoken on you in the tube is me. So you really in your feelings. It's real crazy. It's real crazy how in your feelings you are. All I did was roast your ass. And I'm going to keep doing that shit. I'm going to flambe the fuck out of you. Because you ruined one of my favorite shows on the tube. You ruined it for everybody. Because you was trying to run everything and you were the diva and, And look what happened. Funky bet on himself, left, did better without y'all, and made more money. And then your whole show got shut down because you was sitting there allowing Armand to be so, derogatory to Al. And all the viewers hated it. No one liked it. We were all in the comments like, what the fuck? That was not a roast. That was a dragging, and that was fucked up. And I was like, I put in the comments, this is the production team's fault. Because see, as a senior editor and multimedia producer, my job when I helped start the TV broadcast network back home was to review the footage before it got published and went live. You mean to tell me that no one, and I met the head of y'all's production team, remember? Remember Claudia? You introduced me to her when I was at the studio as a part of the live studio audience. Ma'am, I won't call you by name, but you know I met you. Why the fuck you ain't reviewed that footage before it aired? Or did y'all review it and allow it to air because it was said that y'all were having issues amongst the production team and producers, and it was alleged that Armand and Al were allegedly both getting dicked down by the main producer. Allegedly. I mean, y'all were talking about it at the studio. Everybody was talking about it. Yeah. So maybe y'all allowed it to not go through the final editing analysis, and y'all just allowed it to get published because y'all was just sick of Cloudy Claudia. That's the rumor that's going around, that y'all allowed that shit because y'all were tired of her being a diva. Which she did act like that. I mean, she was nice, but she definitely gave diva attentions on me while I am drinking alcohol at 11 a.m. and proceeded to continue to drink alcohol through every single set. Went and changed clothes for the next set, changed clothes again. You was drunk the whole time. It was very sad. I think you get in your feelings a lot because of how much you drink, Cloudy Claudia. And plus, just it's in your sign, you know. Just, you're so emotional all the time. You're so over the top with your responses. And what it's saying is that you have not learned to love yourself, and that your validation comes from other people, which is why you're always in your feelings about what people think about you and what they say about you. Cloudy Claudia, you can learn something from the I don't give a fuck energy of the Scorpio that I am. When I genuinely don't give a fuck about a person no more, their opinion holds the same value as the shit I flush down the toilet. I'm gonna need you to get some fuck it in your system, because you ain't nobody's victim. Ooh, bars. About to turn that shit into a song. I'm gonna need you to get some fuck it in your system, because you ain't nobody's victim. You're really not. For you to target the Black gay bloggers and the Black female bloggers, it's given scorned, because the talent, y'all let them go. If y'all would have kept funky, I guarantee you everybody at that company would be making at least 7 figures right now. But y'all fucked around and found out that shit needed them. It's funny how people will shit on you when they don't value you, and then later on they realize how much they needed you, and then they try to, it's too late. Because I guarantee you Funky ain't gonna ever about to fuck with you again. The way you went in on him on Instagram and the Tube and TikTok, then you had the audacity to try to post a week later that y'all was cool, which is why he took to his Instagram and shit and was like, no, the fuck we're not. This motherfucker went off, lied, and then blocked me. So it's like, you will say, you're also like Jayquisha, where you start little fires and you say shit, then you hide your hand and run. You don't face the shit that you say. And then you go on other platforms and play victim and act like so many people are just against you, when the reality is, one thing I can see that you and Jaguar got in common is that y'all both turn supporters into enemies, and you both sabotage your support systems in the media. So you know how you was talking about you was gonna sue her, and we never saw the light of day on that? I wouldn't be surprised if I saw you trying to clout chase, because both of y'all act the same. Thank you. He took the right, because we was there to watch him. That's what I told her. I said, look, you all in your feelings because I didn't read your fucking, 5011 DMs, and because I called you out and I roasted your ass, but I called you out for being the reason that the TGIF of it all got shut down. And then you got in your feelings a whole lot. But we all know that the numbers went down. Guess why? All of us that supported Funky, the Funky Bunch, as he calls it, we left because we was there to watch and support him. So like I told you, I've been following Funky Dineva since Candy Coated Nights on Ustream. That was in 2009. And Funky been doing the damn thing on the tube. He's been on here for a hot minute and making stacks every week. I remember when you were on Conscious TV's channel and you did the interview, and you were like, you know, someone leaving when he could have gotten paid $750K a year. Now, how could y'all have afforded for all three of y'all to have $750K a year when you couldn't afford to keep cocktails with the queens on the air? You should have been able to afford to pay him more because y'all eliminated that budget, you know. Also something I know about in producing shows, you know. When you eliminate a show, that frees up the budget. All Funky asked y'all to do was to not ask him to work for free, because you guys were trying to syndicate the show in Houston to go on 5 days a week, and he already had his own YouTube channel. He was like, so y'all want me to film more days a week where it will leave me where I can barely do my own channel, and you're not going to give a pay raise? Like, you want me to do more work at the same pay level? I would have said hell fucking no too. I would have said that too. The fuck I look like making your network rich, doing more work for the same money when I could be building my own shit. So Funky Dineva, Miss Funky Dineva, again, shout out to you, chose himself and left. And when he left Cloudy Claudia, he didn't leave bad. He just made his moves in silence. And you got upset. Well, he should have told me. Why? You weren't cutting the check for him. The network was cutting the check for him. And you were throwing him under the bus, ma'am. Even before Armand fucked it up. You were throwing him under the bus and a whole bunch of different comments on the Instagram. I remember because I was following you then. And I even posted in there, if I had to choose between three of y'all, I'm choosing Funky because I've been following Funky the longest. And, you know, you've shown up and you've done cameos on The Real Housewives, and you've been on Watch What Happens Live, and you've been on The Apprentice, and you've been on shows that no one really watches anymore. Most people don't even watch cable anymore to be able to see the acting that you've done. So I commend Funky for choosing himself, because he's done much better since he left the network. Good night, my love. So yeah, shout out to Funky.
Debacle. So I don't know if you're asking me that because something was said online or not. I don't know. I don't have no issues with nobody, but me and Armand, it ain't no issue, but we don't talk. We don't communicate.
And I love how he clarified that. There's no issue, but we don't talk. Because again, Funky and Armand are in two different vibrations on the tube. Armand is exactly like No Nuts, and Tig All Betty's like Two Titties. He's exactly like both of them. Cause I used to watch his channel a few years back, and then I was like, everybody kept saying he was so funny. All he does is berate black women. Like literally, that's all he does. Constantly. Which it's like your abandonment issues are showing, sir. Still couldn't understand why she would pick Armand for the show. When y'all went in on Funky for the comments he makes about black women, but Funky doesn't degrade black women. He points out real shit that certain black women do. Armand berates as often as he can. His energy just did not fit this show. And it's like y'all tried to replace Funky with him, thinking that he was going to be able to rise to the occasion. Instead, like a spoiled little child, he had a tantrum on live and then ruined the entire show. And not only did he ruin the show, it allowed Al to file a lawsuit against the corporation and the network, because you guys had that cease and desist to never discuss his previous marriage with Star Jones, and y'all did that publicly on air, live. You allowed Lunel to do it, and then Armand. And you guys deleted the Lunel footage, but it still was floating around on Instagram and TikTok everywhere. And the tube, you know. So that's what happens when you partner up with people who are not nearly as professional as you and who are two-faced and duplicitous and have their own agendas. That's also why I'm doing everything solo. My network free to be is not going to be a panel of anybody. It's me. And those I invite on the panel. Definitely going to be inviting Funky. You know, Funky inspired me to start my channel. But yeah, you guys fucked around and found out. Like, for real, for real. Y'all fucked around and found out how much you needed him. Now, I don't know who El Hombre Negro. You keep posting weird shit that, do you not speak English? Because, you know, El Hombre Negro means the black man, but the way you're typing comments is given that you don't know English, but it almost sounds like you're, you know, it's so unfortunate when people have language barriers, but are also trying to post troll comments. It's really kind of weird. So I'm going to go ahead and block you because you mentioned something negative about gay people. And my platform is full of gays because guess what? I'm bisexual. So yeah, you got to go. You and all of your broken English. I'm going to need you to learn English, sir. Before you come into my chat with that ignorance. Especially when the very man on the camera is also gay. You know. So yeah, you and your broken English, you just got banned and reported. We don't do that on my channel. Not at all. And learn English so that when you try to insult people, we can actually understand what the fuck you're typing. Yeah. See what I mean? When I say there are seriously certain foreign people, especially here in Houston, that cannot speak English but act like they're superior. Every last one of y'all are ignorant as fuck. Take your punk ass. Matter of fact, Trump is going to deport all of y'all anyway. So, you know, all of y'all coming over here acting like you better than black people and you look down on black folks. I can't wait for ICE to come pick your motherfucking ass up and carry you back to your home country of origin. Because I can't stand a motherfucker that comes to this country and act like they're better than black folks and look down on us and act snooty and shit. We not having that. My ancestors not having it. The very ground you walk on is full of the blood of slaves. So always show the utmost respect to every melanin person that you come in contact with. You will never be superior to us, ever. Especially when you're not even from this goddamn country. Like, it just is what it is.
Okay, at all. I have not communicated with Armand since that whole shit went down at Foxhole. So I don't know. So that's that on that. But y'all, let's talk about real quickly. Let's talk about Tamika Scott called up to the Brat them and was talking about we've self-sabotaged ourselves for whatever reason. Set Michelle, whatever that queen be, and a bunch of millions. $1 is not a lot of money. Even if Tasha is getting fired, as locked and telepathically, y'all both just said to each other what needed to be said. Boom, here go 3 for Tamika. But we good over here. We good, just the 3 of us. But you ain't the smartest businesswoman in the group. And the stay girl, please. Back. And that shit crumbled and collapsed.
There it is. Okay. Because, yeah, he finally went in. I was glad that he did.
Arguably, the group need Candy more than they need you. Tasha, you're actually in the worst position a bitch could ever be in. You don't ever let a group, a train, a company, an establishment, an organization, you don't never let them know they can do it without you.
Exactly. And that's the thing. When you align with a group and you realize that you are indeed the talent, you are the person that they need, you hold all the power. See, that whole shit with Escape was also some bullshit, because that did used to be another favorite group of mine back in the day. But that whole shit with Tasha and them trying to act like she motherfucking Beyonce and shit, and the alleged down low husband, you know, pumping her head up because he was controlling all her money. You know how familiar, you know what? That sounds a lot like Odell and Jaguar. Now that I really think about it. Because, yeah, Latasha really acted like she needed to be the center of attention and that she was the shit. Meanwhile, her husband owning all her royalties, her husband owning all her copyrights, and out in these streets allegedly fucking men and women. Completely controlling her and making her look stupid as shit out in these streets, in the real streets, not just YouTube, in actual real life. Got all her money, her royalties, everything tied up in his bank. And then come to find out they allegedly stole $30,000 from Tamika, her sister, in royalties that she was due. And then still argued about paying her. It's insane. Then he kept pumping up Latasha's head. Talking about, you know, you're the Beyonce of the group. Who the fuck wants to be like Beyonce when Beyonce don't even want to be Beyonce? Hell, let me show you who the fuck Beyonce damn became. She don't even like herself. How, Sway, Latasha, how you trying to be like a woman that don't even like the skin she's in? She don't even like the fact that she's black. Bars, nigga. For real though, she don't like herself. Very obvious. Very, very, very fucking obvious. Because any woman who likes herself and loves her melanin is not going the extra mile to Eurocentricize herself to look like something she's ain't. This one too. When have we ever seen a Black Panther or a Black civil rights activist wear a blonde wig that is coming down past their fucking knees with what appears to be bleached skin? Why in the entire fuck did Latasha's husband say that she's the Beyonce of the group? Beyonce don't like herself, sir. So any woman trying to be like her, yeah, you can miss me with that shit. You can definitely miss me with that shit. This woman hates the fact that she has, clearly, she must hate the fact that she has melanin in her skin, because everything is an assimilation to be something that she absolutely is not. You have a whole entire different face. It's real weird. It's very fucking weird. So yeah, all these people idol worshiping her. I could see it if she liked herself. She clearly doesn't. All these photos show it. She was more than willing to alter her entire face to appear to be a European woman and not a Black woman. What's up with all you people from Hollywood trying to look like something you're not? See, pretty soon you're gonna see. I wouldn't be surprised. I would hate to see Jaguar bleach her skin like Beyonce and try to look like something she's not, because she damn sure was on Instagram trying to sound like something she ain't. Shit was hilarious, but not really, because it was also horrible. Exactly. Grand Rising, Michelle. Grand Rising. For real. So like I said, it really took me aback when Latasha's husband said that she was the Beyonce of Escape. If anyone's close to Beyonce's complexion in Escape, it's Tiny. And Tiny's mom is white. Beyonce mama is Creole. I've never seen Tiny try to make herself more pale. In fact, Tiny be trying to act more hood. You know, she assimilates more with her Black side than her white side. Ma'am, you don't have no white side. You have a mother that's Creole, she's mixed, and a father that's black. And it's just very odd that it appears that you hate the skin you're in so much that you appear to have allegedly bleached your skin, because I can't get over that. I really cannot, because you didn't look like that as a child. You didn't even look like that in Destiny's Child. Yeah, let's remind you. Yeah. You ain't even look like that in Destiny's Child, ma'am. Here you look like a melanated woman. You know, caramel complexion. Ain't nothing wrong with it. How did you go from that to this? 50 shades lighter? 50 shades whiter. It's real weird. So yeah, you know, I just, anyone aspiring to be like Beyonce, I need you to maybe check yourself and see if you have not learned to love yourself. Because anybody wanting to assimilate like a woman who hates her skin, something wrong with you. Exactly. It doesn't look like her at all. Facial features, skin complexion, and the hair just got more and more blonde. Insane.
That was Nene Leakes' mistake on Real Housewives of Atlanta. That was Tasha Scott's mistake with Escape. You don't never you always leave them thinking, oh crap, we can't do this without you. The moment people find out they can do something without you, they will.
I love how you said that. The moment people figure out they can do something without you, they gonna do it without you. He's motherfucking right. Escape just escaped without Latasha. And just like Cloudy Claudia, she fell flat on her face. Funny how that goes. You shit on people, and then karma comes back around and slaps you all up and down your face. Publicly. It's hilarious.
Same thing over there with TGIF. Them girls thought they was not gonna pay me. Them girls thought that Miss Thing over there was going to be keeping up all the hell she was keeping up. And
see, again, he still has enough class to not just call her out, but we all know who the fuck he's talking about. He's talking about Cloudy Claudia. Even on set, she just gave I'm a Hollywood star energy. And ma'am, you're a cameo actress and a video vixen, and you have hosted Love and Hip Hop reunions. And I do believe you've hosted a couple of Real Housewives of Atlanta reunions, but there's a lot of people that don't know who you are, Cloudy Claudia. And you just kept walking around with that superior Hollyweird energy, which also, again, a part of me does believe that email. On the one guy's blog, I think his name was Mr. Tough TV, I believe. I'll bring that up again tonight. You know, because I'm going to get into the thick of things on your gematria. I have a feeling that the things that have been said about you in those emails could potentially be true, allegedly, by your own behavior all the time. You carry a certain arrogance, the same type of arrogance that Jay-Z carries. And he looks like Joe Camel meets Donkey Kong all day. Couldn't pay me $1 billion to ever look him in the face, touch him, kiss him, let alone sleep with him. I don't understand y'all women that did. How all of y'all in the industry that fucked that motherfucker, including his wife, how, Sway? How? You know how they say that's a face only a mother could love? I wouldn't, just the thought of him touching me makes me cringe. You know, it's just weird. It's real weird. And, Cloudy Claudia. She addresses the photo of her with the diddler. That's how I know she's still watching my channel, because I'm the only one that went in on her about that on YouTube and showed receipts. She's like, and people think because of an old photo from MySpace, you still telling that old ass rhetoric that no one believes. Because it definitely looked like you was sitting on the diddler's lap, and then you tried to clout chase off of him being in jail by doing that horrible IG live, calling yourself, you and Mimi clearing your names and making sure that no one thought you guys were at the freak offs. Meanwhile, ma'am, you said yourself on the X, formerly known as Twitter of it all, that after said event where you went backstage to take a photo with him, that you asked him where the after party was at. So if you knew this motherfucker was having freak offs, why was you even trying to entertain an after party when anyone who's gone to a swinger party, you know shit goes down after 11 p.m. If you're not participating, you gots to go. People don't ask people like the diddler where after parties are unless they want to go participate in said after parties, aka freak offs. And you got so mad at Jaguar for calling you and Kathy White out. Again, I don't hate Jaguar. One thing I will say that I do agree with her on, you and Kathy were spotted. There's photos out there. That's not alleged. There's photos out there of you and Kathy at a table with the diddler and Jay-Z. And the same way that Jay-Z's been trying to convince the world that he doesn't know Diddy, they weren't friends, they were never close. You have, I mean, when a hit dog hollers, you've been hollering this shit for over a year that I was not sleeping. You know who you sound like, Cloudy Claudia? Let me continue to flambe you and show you who you sound like. Hold up. Let me just, you know. Hold up. Let me bring up the photo. And look, Hillary looking at him like, you motherfucker, I know your ass is lying. She evil as hell, bro. I don't care nobody say. Hillary Clinton look evil as fuck. I see about 7 demons around that motherfucker. I really do believe all the rumors everybody said about you were true. This is who is giving Cloudy Claudia. It's given, I did not have sexual relations with that man. Even though he was caught, you know, and she presented the receipts. You know, it was funny. Monica Lewinsky she's the mother of receipts. If y'all really think about it, she started the receipt sharing back in the 90s when she shared that footage and the DNA of the nut when he shot up the club outside of her. Exactly. You know, it's given denial, because you went from ruining TGIF to clout chasing on the tube and Instagram and getting so overly emotional about everyone's comments. Because again, ma'am, why don't you just, if you don't want people to make comments, why don't you take this down? Who the fuck even still uses MySpace? Who, Sway? Why is this up? And furthermore, ma'am, you said that there was nothing going on with you and the Ditla. This you, Claudia? I mean, this is your MySpace, okay? Why in your biography does it say Claudia Jordan MySpace, Claudia Jordan and Diddy? Claudia Jordan and Diddy. Dated September 5th, 2009. Right after that event that you posted on Twitter that you were hosting that party, and then later you said you weren't even at the event with Diddy, but yet you hosted it. So it's starting to give pathological liar vibes, allegedly. It's starting to give, I didn't lie so fucking much, I don't even remember the fucking lies I told. Why the fuck do you? Because I had a MySpace. This is called a description. Why did you type Claudia Jordan and Diddy? Claudia Jordan show, Claudia Jordan biography, Claudia Jordan deal or no deal? Then you got your biography, and then, oh, here's the picture that you keep saying is not romantic, right? It's not romantic. This looks very romantic. Very. So, here's the thing. I think before you play victim and you try to blame Black female bloggers and gay bloggers on YouTube for the drag fest you've endured, I think one should take responsibility for their actions, ma'am. This is not a fan energy photo. And if that's the story you want to go with, why were you a fan of the Ditlas when you were inside of the industry and know every fucking thing that motherfucker was doing? Allegedly. Grand Rising, Trisha. Thank you. I do believe MySpace preceded YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe YouTube was coming out right around the same time. But I remember when MySpace was popping just like Instagram and Twitter are now. Everybody was on MySpace. And you had to have some sort of alum to a school to join. So again, it's just weird. It's weird that you have in your description Claudia Jordan and Diddy, but y'all never dated. Let you tell it. Ain't even a caption under the photo to defend what you're saying. Then you've got your model photos. The gold digger look. The I used to be a video vixen and may have gotten allegedly passed around look. Oh, again, Claudia Jordan and Diddy. Now this one has a caption. Posted by My Hot Comments at 10:46 p.m. Labels, Claudia Jordan and Diddy. You know? How? Make it make sense, Claudia. Since you're such a victim and you're a target of the Black community is targeting you and they're not supporting you, and Black female bloggers are putting you on blast, and the gay bloggers are putting you on blast. Ma'am, I'm about to flambe your motherfucking ass. You have gotten so fighting mad about everybody commenting on this photo here. You're the one that took it. So how about be mad at yourself? You're not a fucking victim, Claudia. You're not. And as much as I hate what Jaguar did on February 9th, I do agree with her that this is not looking platonic. I do think that there may have been some truth to her accusation of you allegedly being with the diddler at the same time that Kathy White was allegedly with the Jaquisha of it all. Especially after seeing that email, you know. And then now, you know, not only that, but after seeing that you got his name, you know, you had to type that. They don't create descriptions for you on MySpace. You have to manually type your description just like you do on Instagram and Facebook, your bio. So if you were just a fan and you say he's just a friend, why is he in your description? See, again, I'm an over-analytical, overthinking ass Scorpio. When I see shit like this, I questions it. It's weird. Not unless you was clout chasing back then. Now, that's the only excuse I could think of, is that maybe you were clout chasing back then, child. Right. Right. Yep. Yep. Exactly. He's leaned over, touching your thigh with his head. Lay your head on my pillow. He got his head all on your shoulder with the lay your head on my pillow energy. You touching his face like that's your boo thing. For the last time, this was a fan photo. Bullshit. I've taken fan photos. Never was on a motherfucker like that. Now, nigga, I was dating and or fucking, absolutely. Even if we was fuck buddies, you might took some pictures on the lap and all, you know, close proximity, but not someone who I'm just a fan of, because actually I'm not a fan of anybody. I support certain people, but I'm not a fan of anyone. This is not a fan photo. This energy does not give fan energy. This is given, maybe maybe the reason why you got so mad at Jaguar, maybe Jaguar saw you at some of them damn freak offs. You know, I just put two and two together. That might have been why you did all that hollering and screaming, talking about you was going to sue her and shit. And then you just end up shutting the fuck up. Like my song, Shut the Fuck Up. Because I noticed, you know, look, when more people started saying that they allegedly synced you with the diddler, ain't nobody hear you talk about suing Jaguar no more. Maybe I'm for real. Maybe y'all saw each other, you know, at the freak offs of it all. It's very possible, you know. I saw you see me see you. Like Kevin Hart said, Grand Rising, Hakuna Matata. See, that's real weird. That's real weird. Wow. Yeah, I did hear that about how he makes them walk to get cheesy, because he's just a piece of shit. Exactly. That's why I've never been nobody's fan. Supporter, yes. Fan, never. The only person I'm a fan of is myself. Fuck out of here. That ain't no fan photo. And man, we are not as stupid as you look, especially in this photo. You ain't gonna get nobody to believe that you and the diddler were just taking an innocent picture because you were an alleged fan of his. You took this picture backstage. This picture almost looked like y'all could have got done having a session. Ain't no telling. Now, maybe it is just a photo, but that energy is given romantic. I'm gonna need you to stop lying, ma'am. Stop lying about people attacking you, and stop lying about you being a damn victim. You put yourself on blast when you put this shit out there. You knew exactly what you was doing when you posted this shit. You knew exactly what you was doing when you typed his name in your fucking description. And as close as you was to Jamie Foxx, why the fuck Jamie Foxx ain't in your description? Hell, why the hell the network for Deal or No Deal wasn't in your description? You weren't you on Trump's Apprentice show? Let me look that up. I could have sworn you was on one of Trump's shows. And you swore that because she alleged that Trump allegedly sexually assaulted her or tried to. It's a lot of women who have said that about him, and Trump has been sued for sexual assault, for those of y'all that just want to be all up his ass dick riding. Dick riding for a motherfucker that's publicly said grab him by the pussy. Yeah. Says Trump was only nice because he wanted to sleep with her. This was November 14th, 2020. This picture was taken in 2006. God, he looks like a damn PDF file. Now, I hate how they said former Real Housewives of Atlanta star. No, ma'am, she was never a star. She was a friend on the show. Just like Shamia. She was, y'all was doing a little too much. Yeah. Out Loud with Claudia Jordan host. Was that a show? Oh, is that the other show they were talking about that failed? Hold up. I think it is. Because, yeah, they was making fun of that on... Yeah. This was her first Fox Soul show that everybody was speaking about. It was a flop. Tamar, I don't know who was your stylist that day, but you damn sure should have fired him. Yeah. Simone. That's the chick that I think it was on the that fucking show that I'm about to show y'all. Yeah, Out Loud with Claudia. It didn't last very long. That's so sad. That's two shows on the same network that flopped. Claudia, go on and get you a girlfriend and do something else. This is clearly not your calling. Yeah, and now here, you've said you accused him of inappropriate behavior. You insinuated that you felt his end game was to bed you. He was nice to me because he wanted to fuck. Let's call a spade a spade. She also refuted those who believe Trump's perceived kindness towards her should skirt accusations of racism. Let me tell you, more than a few slave masters were having sex with black women. Thank you. For those of y'all that kept saying Trump's not racist, well, he's publicly made very derogatory comments about black people and Latinos. I do remember him calling Kamala a monkey. Exactly. You can be racist and still fuck a black person. They did it all during slavery. That's why all these mixed people came about, because the slave masters were either raping the slave women or the slave masters' wives were fucking the slaves and still calling them niggers and still getting them lynched. So just because he wants to fuck someone black doesn't mean that he's not racist. It just means in that moment when he's hitting that black pussy, allegedly, that he's not. Just saying. Says that Jordan claimed Trump attempted to kiss her twice and told her not to date black men because they weren't as financially stable. That is something I have heard that man publicly say over the years. For all you supporters and dick riders of Trump. She said, he called me a few times and he would tell me that I shouldn't waste my time with black men, dating them, which I was at the time dating an Olympic athlete black man, and who is the best in the world. And I was like, wait, why would you say that to me? And he said, because they don't have money. And I was like, okay. So just throw away the whole race because they don't have the money to you. So I told him, that's not a cool thing. But you still appeared on his show, man. So yeah. He had you coonin'. You and Jaguar got that in common. as much as you know, say how much you couldn't stand her and shit and blocking her and whatever. Now I know at one time he had money to offer, but he went into presidency bankrupt. So it's just, you know, when I look at his face and those eyes, all the things that have been rumored about him feel very real. And I just don't believe that they're rumors, in my opinion, allegedly. I just don't. Just like I don't believe that this was a goddamn fan photo. You can miss me with the bullshit. I don't believe that worth a damn. Not at all. Thank you. Straight up. Right. Yep. Yep. That's why he has been accused of allegedly having a desire for teenage girls, allegedly, because of their tight bodies. It's disgusting. That's why I still cannot understand why Jaguar would ever align with him. When these whole past few years you've been talking about being an advocate for survivors of sexual abuse, but yet you aligned with him, Mr. Grab him by the pussy himself. Just doesn't make sense at all. Just like your garbage Pail clan does not make sense. Thinking that they can continue to say and do negative things and that nothing will happen. It's real weird. So yeah, Cloudy Claudia. I'm flambeing your ass tonight because it's the sheer audacity for me for you to think that people would believe that you had no sort of intimate relationship with the diddler. Meanwhile, you still got this shit up on your goddamn MySpace. Even after people have come for you and roasted your ass. Common sense clearly isn't common. If it were me, I would have took down this whole entire goddamn page. If you even remember the logins for, you know, MySpace, because this website is damn near 20 years old. Just saying. Again, let's just critical thinking. Okay, she's a model. This is her MySpace, right? But she's single, right? Why is the only photo of her with a man him? You got to really think about that. Now, again, let's remember about Mr. Tough TV's video about the email, about the Diddler and the Jay-Z allegedly covering up for each other. Hold on. I need some water because the saliva is coming out. If that allegation is true, then it would make sense why you're in this picture with Diddy. It would make complete sense why you're in this picture with Diddy. If allegedly you were getting dicked down by Jayquisha and allegedly him. Because again, you're single. Your MySpace should have been all of your model pics and your video vixen pics, not this bullshit that you put out there and that you're mad at everyone for questioning, but you're the one that put it out there. It's real weird, man. You're not a victim. The Black community is not against you. I'm going to need you to stop this victim bullshit all over the tube and the Instagram of it all. I'm really going to need you not to do that. Because everything you're going through, you brought it on yourself. What's also ironic, you've never mentioned this until people started dragging you. That was when you started mentioning that shit. So, it looks like karma came back for you in a horrible way. Because not only did y'all lose the Miss Funky Dineva, the comedic talent for TGIF, that later became TGI Mess. Now you got people questioning you as to why you were linked to the diddler since way back when. Not a good look, man. Not at all.
In the background, And I was finna stay, girl, please. Back. And that shit crumbled and collapsed as soon as I left.
Literally. I really tried to still support it. I just could not. Although, oh my God, and when y'all had Dr. Heavenly on there, oh my God, her voice is like nails on a chalkboard. And y'all kept bringing her on the show. And y'all was not paying attention to all of us in the chat and the comments saying, we don't like her, get her off of here. The ratings went down horribly. The views went down horribly. So did the subscriptions. The only person who could have come close to Funky as a new host was T.S. Madison, who's one of his besties. T.S. Madison was just as hilarious and outspoken as Funky. Everybody else, especially you bringing Flame Monroe on there. And Cloudy Claudia, you know good and damn well you did that shit to be messy to Funky because you knew that Flame Monroe had an issue with Funky. Funky did not have an issue with Flame Monroe. Flame Monroe had an issue with Funky, and that was the first co-host you brought on. So again, miss me with the bullshit that you're this victim and that Black female bloggers such as myself and gay bloggers on YouTube are coming for you, and that's why you like white bloggers better because your own people keep coming for you. Ma'am, you are the messiest person I've seen on YouTube by far, and you do things in a very passive-aggressive way. You knew good and damn well that that was not going to be a good look to Funky, that you brought on someone who made themselves an enemy of Funky. It's real weird. It's real weird. Did not make an ounce of sense other than the fact you were being messy. So if you get to be messy, why come I can't call you out about this photo? Like everybody else been saying and doing on all of social media.
See, when you walk away from a group, you got to make sure that you know the girls can't do it without you. See, the dust.
Exactly. When you walk away from a group, you got to make sure they can't do shit without you. Look, when you know your worth and your talent and what you bring to the table and you walk the fuck away from people, it's because you do know they really did need you. That's why he bet on himself and thrived. He didn't walk away and fail. He thrived. I'm so proud of Funky, for real. Because I could feel all that tension when I was there on set with them. I could feel the tension coming from Cloudy Claudia towards him and Al Reynolds. I could definitely feel the tension come from Al to Cloudy Claudia. But a part of me feels like Al wasn't just trying to be messy and petty and compete with her, because Al is bisexual too. I think Al low-key had a crush on Cloudy Claudia, because you know how that little boy picks on the girl in school because he low-key likes her. I peeped that shit when I was on set, because keep in mind they took a lot of breaks. And I was there part of the live studio audience on Foxo. So I noticed how every time they were on break, Al just kept throwing digs and trying to come for her. And, you know, that's why I did that reel, because he told her she didn't have no ass. And I was like, sir, it's giving you might want to fuck. And it's real weird that you're picking on this woman. It's almost like, and that's the thing I don't like with certain gay men, when they really do go out their way to compete with women. It's like he acted like he wanted to fuck you and also compete with you. It's just weird. It's really weird. And so I just kind of, you know, sat there and watched, and then he just kept, you know, calling himself roasting her, but it wasn't roast. It wasn't funny. There were digs. She was getting annoyed. Funky literally just kept walking away. Like, every time there was a break, I noticed that too. Funky would walk away. He didn't stand and engage with them in Kiki. So they were already having, you know, some incohesiveness, I guess you could say. No worries, my love. So yeah, y'all, when y'all let Funky walk away, you fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up big time.
So settle, so I could talk my shit now. I knew that shit was gonna collapse when I left because I knew they couldn't do it without me.
I'm trying to tell you. See, right there is where you know your worth. He was like, I knew that shit was gonna collapse. We all did, Funky. And those of us who have been loyal to the TGIF of it all, we did try to hang in there. I tried. I swear to God, I couldn't even get through 2 episodes with Armand Wiggins. I just couldn't do it. His low vibration, his berating of women, his ignorance, because on top of Armand Wiggins berating Black women, he did not see how ignorant and immature he came across, because he's young. I think he's like 25. He was constantly projecting ego, 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 and I'm better, and I'm the next Funky Dineva. Sir, you can't even compare to Funky shit, let alone Funky. Miss Funky Dineva been out in these streets being who the fuck he really is, all in drag and all, didn't give no fucks what y'all thought about him for over 20 years. He was popping when you was probably still in your daddy's nuts, sir. So I'm just saying, you trying to compete, you definitely try to compete where you didn't compare, Armand. You will never compare to Funky Dineva. Ever. But it's alleged that Cloudy Claudia, she really inflated your ego. And it showed in that horrible dragging that you did publicly. And you didn't just drag Al on his birthday and call it a roast. You called out specific people in the network. How does that work? How, Sway? You called out producers. I think you even called out Joyce. You called out the whole entire everybody live. Because this wasn't a pre-recording. Y'all were on live when you did this. And all you did was drag Al for filth. And it just gave scorn, lover, third-party situation. It gave an energy that felt like maybe the two of you discovered you were getting dicked down by the same producer, allegedly, because that's what everybody on Fox Soul said the day that this shit happened. And that rumor was going around at the studio when I was there, part of the live studio audience. They were saying that then. You know, Al and Armand both, you know, they're fighting over the same man. That's messy as hell. That's why I'm telling y'all, I was grateful that she introduced me to the CEO of Fox Soul and the head of the editing team. But all that messy ass energy is why I never applied or pursued. I was like, if I work with them, it'll be on a freelance basis, remotely. Because the whole energy up there was messy as fuck. It was so goddamn messy. And I just was like, I don't think I want to be a part of this. So again, shout out to Funky for betting on himself and thriving. That's what you do when people take you for granted. You leave them, like I keep telling people, I'm going to leave you right where you had me fucked up at. I'm going to leave your ass right there. And you're going to watch me rise without all of y'all. He knew he didn't need Fox Soul. And low-key, so did they. But what the story has been said was that Joyce was the one that would not budge on the budget, allegedly, for Funky to actually get paid what he was worth. Because again, just like when Odell suggested for the family to go on Jaguar's channel every week and do segments, he said, and once we get her to 50K subscribers and you know, we'll work on getting all of your guys' channels to at least 10K. Wait a minute. You want us to put in work for free to grow her channel and not focus on ours for free? Crazy. And told me, indeed, we want you on there at least 3 times a week. There was no sort of financial offer given for that request. I was considering it, but then I was like, no, because that's me spending more time building her platform than my own, which quite honestly, I was already doing that. Because I was constantly moderating for her channel and his and Maggie's. No one paid me. I never asked to get paid. But I for damn sure was not focusing on my own channel, which I should have always been doing. So it's just funny how people think because you support them that they can just take advantage of you. That's exactly what Foxhole attempted to do to Funky, and that's why he left. Straight up. Exactly. He's only a legend in his own delusional mind. He's just as delusional as No Nuts sitting up there with that Burger King ass paper hat ass crown berating women on his damn YouTube channel too. Straight up. Exactly. Come support Jaguar's channel as family. Let's dominate the algorithm. D, you go on late at night. The Maggie will come up right behind you. And then me or Odell will go live. And we're going to get Jay Mizek to start going live. And we're going to dominate the algorithm. That's as far as you want to go in life, is dominating an app? And an app that's owned by Leor Cohen? You really think Leor Cohen's going to give you 3 seats on the board when all you've done is drug his alleged boyfriend? Come on now. I wonder if that's why you're trying to put on this act now. Because like I said, you haven't been exposing this motherfucker in quite some time. Haven't heard you say shit about Mr. Jay-Z. But yeah. Why would you even want to be on this man's board? It's real weird. 4 seats on the board and a percentage stake in the corporation. See, most people would just start their own, not try to dominate one that's already in existence unless that person doesn't believe in themselves enough to build a platform to be just as successful as his. It's just real weird. It's real weird. The sudden change in behavior is duly noted. I'm trying to tell you, look, and I'm finna bring it up. Because every time I think of No Nuts, I see this goddamn Burger King crown. I mean, he sits on his platform so proud. Yeah, so proud in his paper crown. You know, and then he sits on that platform. I've seen him, he put it on. It doesn't say Burger King, but it damn near should. He puts it on. And then he starts projecting all of his unhealed mommy issues by berating Black women. You know, at least, look, y'all can say what y'all want about me because I don't be glammed up. Let me tell you something. I'm having to keep moving around and stuff. At least I'm my authentic self on my channel. You know, I don't need a paper crown to feel important or heard. But I mean, No Nuts, Mr. Monchichi himself. He puts on his crown and takes women down. It's so pathetic. It is so pathetic. Please get a life. Seriously. See, that's also the difference between Funky Dineva, Jaguar, No Nuts, Jiggle Bitties Like 2 Chitties, and all these other content creators. You notice Funky just speaks on current events. He does a roast. I've never seen Funky Dineva in all the years he's been on YouTube go on any other YouTuber's platform and troll their chat and troll their lives and jump in their panels and go back and forth with them. Not ever. The only place I saw him do that on was on Candy Coated Nights that he was invited to. And even then, he was doing entertainment news reporting. The shit that Jaguar and her garbage pail goddamn clan do, he's never done it. That might be why he's more successful than you. You know what? You could learn something from him. Like, for real. You could literally learn something from Funky Dineva. Let's take a look. 445K subscribers with only 1.6K videos and still growing. Yeah, see the back cover, when I first came across Funky, he was wearing his drag proudly. And that was the other thing. He had to kind of give up that persona for Fox Soul and for some of the internet radio, you know, opportunities, because they weren't willing to allow him to live free in how he feels the most comfortable, which is in drag. So he used to go by Miss Funky Dineva in full drag and makeup. And then he just, you know, switched it to Funky Dineva because other people were uncomfortable. See, like these ones, when he was doing the reviews about Real Housewives of Atlanta, he was on Real Housewives of Atlanta as a friend of Candy's in full drag. That's why I loved him back then. I was like, dude, he is so himself and he don't give no fucks. And he started on Facebook, just like me. Again, he's the reason I was inspired to start my YouTube channel. He started on Facebook. There are no videos of him going back and forth with content creators. He just creates content. So when I first started my channel, I very much so patterned myself after Funky Dineva, a real content creator. He definitely, child, look, let me go back. Yeah, he definitely, tell me again. Can they be lovers and friends? You know, it's given. It's given. A nut was busted, allegedly. Not Five Below. I mean, ain't trying to learn a lick of nothing new. If you want to be successful on this app, you might want to tune in to the Funky Dineva. But matter of fact, let me drop his channel in the chat. Because Funky been doing this shit a long time, and he's nothing but successful. And he has learned from Candy that when people go low, he just roasts them. Yeah, he's been on since 2006. So damn near 20 years. And he took a break for quite some time because he does also battle with depression. So, you know, when he goes long periods of time where he wasn't doing content. And then because he also was on Real Housewives and he also was on Candy Coated Nights. In fact, his story was he started doing rants on Facebook when he was working. Like on his breaks and stuff, he would go on Facebook and do rants. And then on his off days, he would go on and do makeup tutorials in drag. And that's how he got popping. And Candy and Mona Scott Young approached him and wanted to offer him a spot on the show, but for free, much like what Odell and Jag were trying to offer me to do all this free shit. You know, and it could open up doors for you and blah, 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 blah. God opens up doors for me because I'm naturally talented, not you. You know, when you have skill sets such as I do, you don't need celebrity alliances to be successful. He put himself on, not Candy. He was an asset to Candy, just like he was an asset to TGIF, not the other way around. And he's been very successful. Last time I seen him do an interview, he said he brings home weekly minimum 50K, maximum about 150. That's a week, not a month. And Fox Soul only wanted to offer 750K per year for him to come and be on 5 times a week. So that's way too low for me to be committing more of my time to you making your network rich and your shit popping when I could just be focusing on mine. So again, shout out to Funky Dineva. I'm trying to tell you. At all. Oh, of course they stopped sharing. You know what, StreamYard? Y'all can kiss my ass with y'all tongue out and tell me how the fuck it tastes. Y'all ain't shit. Still gonna share the story. I don't give no fucks, Jay-Z, Jayquisha, if you and Leo Cohen just got done having a nighttime bussy section and goddamn saw me. Let me pull y'all picture up again. Don't nobody give a fuck if you and your feelings, because goddamn it, I'm bro. Did y'all see? Look, I'm about to take a screenshot and show it. As soon as I pulled up Jay-Z's picture, I'm literally taking a screenshot and I'm about to show y'all my StreamYard screen, just so there is actual evidence. Now I am, without a doubt, believing that Leo Cohen and Jayquisha own a stake in StreamYard. Every time I mention this motherfucker's name, they stopped the audio. I literally stopped sharing and reshared, and as soon as I brought up Jay-Z's picture, they stopped the audio again. Y'all can kiss my black ass with your tongue out and tell me how it tastes. Oh, Jay-Z, I knew you was watching my ass. I knew it. Don't nobody give a fuck about you. I don't care about your feelings. If you don't, all you motherfuckers that don't want people questioning if you have some sort of relationship, maybe you should stop posing in pictures like this. You just as bad as Cloudy Claudia. Just as bad as Cloudy Claudia. Trying to tell you. You're welcome, my love. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to tell you, and he did it on his own, okay? That's what I'm saying. Shit, Jay-Z, y'all watching my damn videos. Like the damn video. I mean, yeah, you know there's a whole bunch of trolls up in here. Got damn near 50 people watching, only 30. So yeah, I'm about to I just print screen. I'm about to pull this up in my email because motherfuckers really be, thinking fat meat ain't greasy. This shit is crazy as hell. Every single time I bring up that photo, they stop sharing the audio. It ain't gonna stop me. All I gotta do is stop sharing and reshare. But it's the audacity for me. It's the sheer audacity that literally I click stop sharing, reshare. But because I brought up their photo, they immediately, as soon as I reshared, they immediately stopped the audio. I'm about to actually show y'all. Yep, let me show y'all. Now y'all see what I see. So this is why I say if I'm in another tab, I can't see y'all's comments. This is my StreamYard screen. As soon as I pulled up the picture, they stopped sharing the audio. Ain't that crazy? I'm putting y'all on blast now, Jayquisha and Leo Cohen. And goddamn StreamYard. How, Sway? How do you stop? I stopped, just like right now, I'm gonna stop sharing, right? Reshare. This is what I did. I'm repeating the steps to show y'all. This is what I did, right? Okay, let me go back to that picture. Add the stage. Okay. Just like I just did, right? Soon as I did that, these motherfuckers did this shit twice in a row. Not even 2 seconds in between. So yeah, Jayquisha Carter, I know you watching. Go on and like my video. And you know what? If you like Mr. Cohen, I'm all for that. Just living your truth, sir. Allegedly. Because a lot of people, Jonathan Hay he's had so much to say about you. He's told the whole world multiple times about your affinity for men in drag. And again, ain't nothing wrong with it, but having that bearded mail order bride, that demoness, is not stopping people from wondering if you just like the penis. And if you do, that's okay. Just living your truth. That's all I'm saying. Wow. Look, okay. Like, really? This is what we doing? This is what we doing? We doing this. As soon as I pull up y'all photo, y'all want to stop sharing the audio. Okay. That's real crazy. So now y'all get to see. Yeah. So again, if I'm in this screen, I can't see, like once I'm no longer in that screen, like y'all can see, let me zoom back out. See how it pulls up y'all's comments? But when I tab in another screen, I can't see none of that because all I can see is, you know, the screen. That's why a lot of times I don't get to the comments. But now I'm putting you on blast, Lear Cohen. You, YouTube, and Google, y'all want to call us conspiracy theorists. I just don't think it's a conspiracy, sirs, that every time I brought up that photo, you guys stopped the audio. It's just real weird. It's real fucking weird. Now back to Funky, so he could finish speaking his truth about the TGI mess and Cloudy Claudia of it all. Again, I'm doing all this to prove that Cloudy Claudia, you are no one's victim. Stop blaming the Black community for your fuckery. Stop blaming Black female bloggers such as myself and others for exposing you for the fuck shit you've been doing. Ain't nobody bullying you by calling you out on your shit. Ain't nobody bullying you by roasting your ass. Because again, man, you the one put this shit out there. I still keep wondering why the fuck she ain't took this shit down. Common sense would tell you to take the shit down. Maybe common sense is not common. Clearly.
That was finna be keeping up all the hell she was keeping up in the background. And I was finna stay, girl, please. Back.
Like he said, he knew he was a talent. He said, and you thought I was going to stay while she kept keeping up. Thank you. I'm so glad Funky finally spoke on this. I swear to God. I'm so happy. Because to witness this behavior on set and still try to be supportive when I felt when I tell you I felt all this energy. The whole, you threw me under the bus for Jaguar. You turned your back on me for Jaguar. No, I watched how fucking messy you move in your own show on a network. I'm not fucking with nobody who's that messy. That's why I'm not fucking with Jaguar no more. After she did the fuck shit she did to me on February 9th. I hope you heal. I don't hate you, but I'm not finna fuck with you again. I don't blame Funky. Y'all did not value him. So you know what? He valued himself. And he said, deuces, I'm out. And like we all knew, the show went completely to shit. And it didn't even take 6 months for it to happen. It just took a few months and it was just one and done. That's what all of y'all motherfuckers get at Foxo. All of y'all who participated in tearing this man down in the comments and saying how he shouldn't have left. He should have told Cloudy. Why? Can y'all riddle me this? Why does a co-host need to give any sort of notice to another co-host about a discussion that he had with HR? Last time I checked, when it comes to corporations, you're not supposed to discuss confidential conversations that you have with HR with your coworkers. Isn't that still a thing? So Claudia, you want to be this victim character, but again, I think you just don't see yourself, which is why I'm pointing this all out to you. Because you kept saying that on the tube and the Instagram of it all. Well, you know, I'm just saying he could have told us. You even went crying on Conscious TV's channel and said the same shit. You're always a victim. You're always crying. Everybody's always doing you wrong, but you never acknowledge the underhand, passive aggressive, and some blatant shit that you've done to several. You know. The way you talked so much shit about Funky behind his back, and then when that got exposed, he called you out, checked your ass, and stopped fucking with you. I guarantee you, Funky Dineva got some Scorpio in his chart, because that's how we get down. Oh no, you're not gonna just shit on me after I've been loyal to you, and then think I'm not gonna address the shit, and then still fuck with you. I'm gonna address it, and I'm gonna leave you right where you had me fucked up, and I'm gonna thrive and rise above all of it. That's why he inspires me. Because he's like, you really think I'm finna go 5 days a week dealing with a person who is going out their way to be an asshole to me? And y'all not finna pay me? Shit. I would have did what he did earlier. I wouldn't even waited that long. I would have been out. Straight up. I'm trying to tell you, they sure didn't use the common sense. We all knew this shit was gonna go to shit. So Cloudy Claudia, you circulate in this app crying about how everyone turns on you. I'm gonna bring up that little punk ass video you did with these women that can't nobody stand. Well, other than Jessie Woo. I do like Jessie Woo. I won't say that. But the other chick with the blue hair, oh, you cannot stand her. Yeah, she promoted. And Tori Hart is on it too. She promoted Amber Rose, but she tore down Black female bloggers and YouTubers and gay Black YouTubers. And because she watches my channel, she's probably watching right now. You've heard me honor Funky time and time again. You think folks can't pick up on your subliminal digs? See, even you doing that passive aggressive shit, but alleging to be a victim is real crazy. It's real crazy. Just in case you didn't know, it's batshit crazy, in my opinion.
Leave them thinking, oh crap, we can't do this without you. The moment people find out they can do something without you, they will.
Straight up. Straight up.
Same thing over there with TGIF. Them girls thought they was not gonna pay me. Them girls thought that Miss Thing over there was finna be keeping up all the hell she was keeping up in the background, and I was finna stay, girl, please. Bye.
I'm trying to tell you. Deuce this motherfucker.
And that shit crumbled and collapsed as soon as I left.
Sure did.
See, when you walk away from a group, you gotta make sure that you know the girls can't do it without you. See, the dust will settle, so I could talk my shit now. I knew that shit was gonna collapse when I left because I knew they couldn't do it without me.
Yep.
I knew they couldn't do it without me. And instead of them girls over there respecting the queen when they saw him, bitch, instead of everybody over there playing their position, the girls wanted to do like this.
Mm-hmm.
The girls wanted...
Because I'm telling y'all, she had to be the center of attention, ironically, just like Jag. For these two to claim that they hate each other so much, y'all act so much alike. And if you're not the center of attention, then what did you both do to people who supported you? You threw them under the bus and devalued and discarded them like real narcissists do. When you do that to people, anything that you put your hands in is destined to fail. You cannot build a foundation off of shitting on people and think it's gonna last. It will always blow back up in your face horribly. That's why all this shit that happened to TGIF had to happen. Because Cloudy Claudia, your ego was just out of this world. And quiet as it's kept, you are more like a C-list celebrity, if I'm keeping it just all the way a stack, since this is a roast. You're not popping. Honestly, you haven't been popping since Real Housewives. If I'm just keeping it real, I am. That was when people knew who you were. Most people don't watch Deal or No Deal or Survivor or any other TV show you've been on that's predominantly white. That's something else I noticed. You're giving Allie Carter vibes. You know, y'all remember Allie Carter? Her Karen ass stepmom? And how she sat there and blamed the entire black race and the Black Panthers for her alleged sexual assault and trafficking. Teaching her how to hate herself. Grand Rising Yvonne. Just real weird. You seem to praise white people a lot, Cloudy Claudia. But then when you come around us, you try to act like you one of the real niggas. You try to speak slang, but you sound like a white girl trying to speak slang. Can't really assimilate with hood environments because you've never really had to live in one. You damn sure didn't grow up in one like I did. You're more comfortable aligning in white spaces than black spaces. And see, that's the unfortunate side when you are mixed race. Y'all do tend to choose which side you assimilate with more than the other, instead of just equally being both. It's just a sheer audacity for me. I'm about to show y'all the video where she says this bullshit. There's 2 different videos I watched. I'm going to give my reaction to, just like I am now. Oh, I forgot to put up my copyright disclaimer, but I did say it out loud before I started. All video content that I am reviewing is for the purposes of fair use, for criticism, commentary, entertainment, news reporting, education, scholarship, investigative research, and to flambe and roast the fuck out of these people that keep doing the fuck shit. You always want to be on some bullshit and act like you a victim. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey. Not at all.
Wanted to do like this. They wanted to act fab like that. Yep. They wanted to act fab.
And so the fuck did Al. Al actually acted like more of a diva than Cloudy Claudia. He was very snooty, very stuck up, very LA asshole energy. Look at all these people taking pictures of me. Al Reynolds, nobody knows who the fuck you are. The only reason we know you exist is because of TGIF. Before that, because see, I'm not in y'all's age bracket. I never followed Star Jones's life story and all this big ordeal when she married you. Star Jones isn't even popping to people my generation. We didn't watch her. That's like the older people's generation. And you really thought you were some celebrity because you used to be married to Star Jones before you came out as bi. Again, neither one of y'all are popping. Just real weird how people who are completely irrelevant and non-motherfucking factors always delude themselves and puff their egos up to think that they're someone they're not. Even if you used to be famous in certain sectors, you're not now. And Al would always brag about all these celebrity events he went to. And, you know, I went to so-and-so's party and I went to so-and-so's event. And, you know, I played golf with, like, all of that superficial bullshit. That's the opposite of authentic and real. That's why I didn't really care for Al too much. He was the one of the 3 I cared for the least. He acted like every other LA superficial asshole that I've met. Y'all are so stuck up y'all own asses, it don't make no sense. And for what? Because 95% of y'all are stunting. And how you present yourself, you doing that shit broke and renting things, ma'ams and sirs. A real stunner owns. They don't rent. So, you know, that show was definitely destined to fail the minute y'all lost Funky.
They wanted to act fab. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to sit back and let you be fab.
See, again, I'm going to look up Funky's birth chart. Because he said, I'm going to sit back and let you be fab. That's exactly what Scorpios do. We sit back and let you hang yourselves. Not finna go back and forth and do all this shit. No, I'm just going to watch you hang yourself and then take pleasure in it when you do. And I don't mean physically. I mean metaphorically. He completely took the high road. He showed that he knew his worth. He left in a good way. He did tell you guys about it. You just didn't know about it beforehand. Cloudy Claudia, the real reason she's mad is because he didn't confide that in her before going public with. But he did the post on Instagram. It was very tasteful, very loving. You guys are talking about maybe the three of y'all doing it again in the future. But when you allowed Armand to drag the entire funk out of Al, and then Armand exposed the text messages that you were sending him where you were talking cash money shit about Funky and Al. Again, Cloudy Claudia, you are so fucking messy. But want the world to believe you're a victim and you get targeted. No, ma'am, you're getting your karma for all the people you fucked over that supported you. Just like the rest of y'all are. Stop blaming the Black community for your insecurities. Because you can't identify with either race to know what you really are. And you claim to love gay men so much, but your comment on this show was quite derogatory, just like other comments you've made publicly that you tried to clean up later and do damage control for. A lot of these people that were close to you that said you've made it very clear that you don't care for the rainbow community, that you actually don't care for gay people. Yeah, your bias is starting to show, man. That's why I'm about to show this video. He definitely sounds like a Scorpio, but I don't think Funky's a Scorpio. But he definitely has to have Scorpio in this chart. Because exactly what he's saying is exactly what I do all the time. Grand Rising, my love. I'm going to let him finish and I'm going to show the other two videos and I'm going to jump off.
Because if you fab like this, and if you could do it, do it.
Right.
And she collapsed.
Straight up. She fell.
As I knew she.
Shit, Funky, she didn't just collapse. She fell straight on her face. She ran smack dab into that wall and publicly humiliated herself. That's how ancestors work. Again, Funky didn't have to do shit. All he did was walk away. He didn't seek revenge. He didn't come for her platform. He had some words to say, as he should have, because what was done was fucked up. But he didn't do anything more than that. He just moved on. And look at where he is now and look at where she's at. On other people's channels, trying to be relevant, crying about her sob story about the Black community and Black female bloggers and gay bloggers and all this other bullshit.
She would. I knew she was going to collapse. I knew she would. I knew she was going to collapse.
Of course. There was no way that Cloudy Claudia was going to be able to carry that show. She needed a gay, hilarious man for the views. And then she needed the political analyst of Al Reynolds to give a different perspective. But Al was never funny because he's too uptight and bougie and stuck up. And Cloudy Claudia, you were the beauty one. You know, you got pretty chick, super funny gay dude, and then very serious, analytical, educated mixed guy. The three of you needed him. He never needed y'all. That's why I said what I said to Jaguar and Odell. I never needed y'all. I don't know why y'all thought I did. I think because of how much I supported you, because that's, as a Scorpio, how I am. But I never needed you guys for anything. Y'all definitely needed me. You needed my analytical skills. You needed my research skills. You needed my roast, which is why y'all are just watching to copy me. Y'all have tried to do those roasts so unsuccessfully every time. Now I'm hearing that Jaguar's doing my betterhelp.com, you know, joke and pulling up the website like me. They're saying she's saying houseway and make it make sense like me. And now allegedly Maggie is saying she's celibate. I mean, it is the garbage Pail Klan copycat syndrome of it all. Plus the obsessive watching me after publicly saying how much you didn't want to see my unfortunate face when, baby, I am so gorgeous naturally. And you wish you could. I've complimented you on your skin. I've always said people, beautiful skin, cute dimples, but I take care of my body. You don't. Plus, that's super petty and very much so projections of insecurity. You know, it's funny how people stoop so low when they know they don't compare. You know you don't compare to me, especially physically. You don't. In terms of being grounded and centered and classy, you don't compare there either. Being knowledgeable enough to present information without having to berate and tear people down, you don't compare there. It's just funny. It's funny how you and Cloudy Claudia constantly project y'all's insecurities on other people. And onto the very people that have done nothing but supported y'all. It's real weird. It's called a lack of self-love. Both of you need to work on your abandonment issues so that you stop sabotaging people that actually did care about you just so you could fall flat on your face or run smack into a goddamn brick wall.
You know, but
see, and he addressed it, but he didn't even like get mad or any of that. He just said what he had to say. Now, this was the irony is that this was posted a month ago. That was right around the time that Cloudy Claudia was leaving all those comments on Instagram in the tube and then deleted them after I called her out for it. Yeah, so this channel is called Madame Menoir. I don't know the names of the women that are on here, but I think they're going to say it. But yeah, this is a new platform she's been on, spinning the narrative that she's this victim and how the social media is coming for her in the Black community and all this other bullshit. It's insane. So again, fair use. Given my reaction.
As deeply and as viciously by white and mainstream bloggers than I have from my own people.
True. It's always a victim narrative. Woe is me. But again, why you ain't talk about how you sat there on stage with Armand and let him drag out, and you sat there and laughed and kikied and you did not stop it. See, that I can't get past. But you're a victim, right? You publicly laughed at bullying. It wasn't just the fact that Armand did bullying. It was the fact that you sat there and laughed in agreement. And when Armand brought up Al's former marriage to Star Jones, which the entire network knew, never bring that up. It just makes me wonder, how did everyone on Fox Soul but Armand know that Al had a cease and desist sent to Fox Soul? Was that an intentional omission so that Armand could sabotage the show because you were no longer the center of attention? Or was that a fail on behalf of the production team and you and, you know, what's her name? Phyllis, I believe? Whatever her name was, a little short black lady that ran the network or ran the production team. Why didn't any of you educate him and say, hey, before your first show, we got to let you know this one subject never to bring up. One thing I will give Sean Atwood is that Roro did say on Magic's platform that Sean Atwood told him which channels not to go to and which channels not to fuck with. Cloudy Claudia. You didn't think it wise to tell Armand that? It's real weird, ma'am. And then after the roasting, and after you drug Armand as well as Funky and Al, you were posting them pictures with him on Instagram, giving real fake ass energy. See, I gotta break this down for you because of that lie you kept posting about how I turned on you for Jaguar. No, ma'am, I turned on you because I saw how like facetious and duplicitous you are. How do you sit on panel with him and let him drag Al for filth? Then when people came for you in Fox Soul, then you publicly addressed Armand, but then the next day you were at lunch with him, taking photos like y'all were besties. That's real fucking fake. That's why I will never fuck with you. I don't fuck with fake bitches. Once I see you're fake, once I see you ain't who you are, I'm just gonna cut you off. Just like Kendrick Lamar. So this I'm a victim shit, man, miss all of us with the bullshit and go get some goddamn therapy. Because clearly you laying up with your cats is turning your fucking brain batshit crazy.
Okay. Opinions because
comments. We're no strangers to clapping back. Right. And I looked at Jessie and Claudia.
And I still can't remember her name, but I know I saw her on Love and Hip Hop. Her voice annoys the entire fuck out of me. I did not know that Tori Hart was as thick as she is, but Jessie Woo looks the fuck good. I would say out of everybody on the stage, Jessie Woo looks the best. Style-wise, body-wise, energy-wise. She's the best looking one on the stage. Shout out to Jessie Woo. Which, by the way, when I edited that video of, I'll show y'all, of her, it was her, what's the other girl's name? Coco Brown and Just Hilarious doing a skit on Wild and Out, and they were singing because Jessie Woo is a singer. She's a Haitian singer. She actually, when I used to be on Twitter before it became X, she actually reshared my video post and gave me a shout out, which was pretty dope. Trying to actually find that video to show you because it was hilarious. And they also did sound very, very good. I'm going to let this play while I look for it.
In particular, because I feel like for certain things that y'all say, they attack us constantly, even when you're just speaking your mind. So it can't be easy, right? Because some people think that we have this tough skin just because we're in a space where we do give our opinions. But sometimes we can be sensitive and we do feel a way when we read certain things. But is there anything you've ever said that you regret in the comment section?
I used to be more reactionary because I just couldn't understand why I was so misunderstood. I feel like I'm always sticking up for the underdog, the person that's being like piled up upon. And when I usually say something, it's usually in defense of somebody else. And why am I getting attacked for what I'm saying? Like, people don't want to hear the truth. They really don't want to hear.
Why am I getting attacked for what I'm saying? Because you attack others for what they say. I'm really truly realizing that Cloudy Claudia is a narcissist. Like I'm seeing it clear as day. I get attacked for what I'm saying. No, ma'am, you get checked for lying, allegedly. I gotta say allegedly for you too. You get attacked for being a mean girl behind closed doors and being passive aggressive and then acting a whole different way out front.
Hear the truth. They want to hear digs at other people. They want to out funny each other in the comment section. Like they're having a competition amongst themselves. Like who can get the most, reaction to their comments. So I've had to adjust.
And on top of that, it's like, you've heard worse on the Real Housewives of Atlanta show, but you're mad about what people post in the comments. Don't read the fucking comments. It's that simple. You're the one that chooses to continue to read the comments and then get in your feelings. Real fucking weird. Real weird.
Not that much though, but a little bit.
I was telling Danielle I had an incident last year where this guy that I kind of...
Okay, that story actually was not interesting at all.
You just have a bad attitude and, you ain't got to invite me. I'm okay.
Do you get mad or feel I've defended her, but I think she needs...
The support is usually quiet. It's usually a...
laughing at a meme, but she not... Do you feel like that?
Honestly, not anymore because I'm so used to just doing it by myself. And it's sad that the support is usually quiet. It's usually a phone call or a DM like, hey girl, if you ever need anything, I do need you. I do need to combat the negativity that's out there with experiences that you may have had with me. Well, she wasn't like that with me because it does feel like, damn, like where are my peoples? But I'm over that now and it's okay. And I don't want anyone else to get sullied up and hurt themselves career-wise defending me. I understand it now. So I don't take it as personal anymore. It used to really break my heart though. I'm like, where am I? Why are you not saying anything? But I
The reason it broke your heart is because of your unhealed abandonment issues and your constant need for validation and for people to like you. What is so sad about Cloudy Claudia, she's so successful financially, but she has never worked on her healing, clearly. Because even when she was on Conscious TV's channel, all I ever heard her talk about was how people didn't like her, how people mistreated her, how, why don't these people like me? How about you like you? Maybe if you liked you, it wouldn't matter to you so much what other people think about you. Now, it's normal that if, just like what happened to me, it was normal for me to be sad about that. But to allow myself to seek validation from people, fuck no. Because at the end of the day, I do know my worth. I do love myself. It's like, it's sad to see this woman, beautiful, successful woman, to sit here and keep wondering why people don't like her. Why does it matter? That's telling me everything, that when you love yourself, you don't measure yourself by the opinions of others. Other people's opinions are really none of your business. Them having a problem with you, that's a them problem. They got to deal with those negative feelings, not you. Now, it's different when someone defames and slanders you. That's totally different. But comments, you know how many comments I've had to delete and report? I've only addressed a few of them, like, the whole suicide ones and people telling me to kill myself, or, Joy with her paragraph long comments and the whole fibbing thing, because it was funny, but also annoying. But not like, well, why are they talking about me? Because that's what people do. You're on social media. You're a public figure. You should have way thicker skin than this. You definitely had way thicker skin when you were a guest on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not a Real Housewives of Atlanta star, a guest, a friend of the show.
Can't expect it anymore.
Did you ever feel that way, Tori? Because you've gone through some situations where...
I got to skip past Tori because the shit she said was so hypocritical. I didn't care for what she had to say. I don't know who the lady in pink is, to be honest.
It's viciously by white and mainstream.
There we go. where she's praising white people and tearing down the black ones. Real weird, Cloudy. Real weird.
Something that
Why does it keep going out of full screen?
is the elephant in the room. I have never been hurt as deeply and as
He's so dramatic. It's so annoying. Wait, let me address the elephant in the room. Whose elephant? Nobody else on this platform was talking about that but you. The reason I'm annoyed is because I've heard Claudia say this same story over and over and over on so many different platforms, even on Real Housewives of Atlanta. At some point, you have to let it go and just admit that you are more comfortable with white people than black people. I mean, just come out and say it, because everything you're about to say is giving that energy.
As viciously by white and mainstream blogs.
You have never been as horribly and as viciously. I mean, this is Koonin energy, Cloudy Claudia. If you didn't know it, this is Koonin. This is that Sambo shit, the same shit Jag was on, with the whole Trump of it all. You're praising white people and you're tearing black people down. It's real weird. It's real self-hatred energy.
Bloggers than I have from my own people.
True.
And it's other black women and gay black men that run these blog sites.
Yep.
It's other black women and gay black men that run these blog sites. Why are you targeting black women and gay men? Then for her to try to follow up to clean it up to say, and I'm not coming for the culture. That's exactly what you're coming for. That's the other reason Funky stopped fucking with you, because there were so many people who said you would be saying behind closed doors how much you didn't like gay people. Just like Trasha K, how she calls, people fags and stuff. See, my definition is forever attention getting. Not to do anything with someone's sexuality, because I'm bisexual. Just be real and stop trying to insinuate or dance around, and just come out and say, I don't feel comfortable. I feel more comfortable in white environments than black ones. Just say it. Because Cloudy Claudia, whether you realize it or not, you're doing the same shit Ali Carter was doing. Blaming the whole race for your unhealed trauma and your unhealed abandonment issues and your unhealed energy. That's why you continue to project this victim mentality, even though you've been very fucked up to a lot of your own people of the same color as you. It's just real fucking weird how you're always the goddamn victim, but you're never ever the one who hurt people of your same race. It's real weird.
And that is not a shade to the community. It's not a shade to other black women. It's
absolutely a shade to the LGBTQIA community and to other black women. This is an oxymoron right now. In the flesh. You proceed to blame black female bloggers and black gay male bloggers, Funky Dineva, myself, because I ain't seen nobody else on YouTube even talk about your motherfucking ass, if I'm being real. Now, of course, people say shit in comments. I have never, she sounds like a goddamn Karen. Newsflash, you got melanin in your skin. You can't pull a Karen, ma'am, even if your mom is Italian. Starting to wonder, was your mom one of those undercover racists that just like to jump on black dicks? Because it's, that self-hate came from somewhere. You learned that. That's why you always flip-flop personas. If you're around a whole bunch of black people, you try to act hood. If you're in a diverse environment or a predominantly white environment, you're very proper and professional. I think you need to do some research to figure out who the fuck you really are. I think at the core of it, that's the problem. You really don't know who the fuck you are. So you don't know who and what to assimilate with.
A thing that we do, and I don't know why, but it doesn't hurt me as much when others do it.
It's a thing we do, and I don't know why. Well, ma'am, why do you do it? Why are you always calling out gay Black men? Like, you had 2 of them on your show for years. Did a gay Black men like hurt you? It's weird because you've said, and what's even more fucked up is Conscious TV is not only openly gay, he is flamboyantly gay. I've noticed you haven't done no more interviews with him. You haven't been trying to run down a Black gay man for a show because I think people drug you so much that you knew that no one would support you trying to make a new TGIF because you made too many derogatory comments about gay Black men. And the majority of the YouTube audience are either women or rainbow community. There are some heterosexual men that watch YouTube, but they're not watching shit like this. They're watching sports or, you know. So that blaming us and Black men, you can miss me with that shit. Now, before I end the live, because I definitely got to end it, I'm going to come back to her. Because trust me, there's still more roasting to be done. I don't like the Willie Lynch mentality. I don't like the victimhood. And everyone's treating you bad except you. You're never doing anything wrong to anyone else. Even though you publicly have done it a lot of times. Cloudy Claudia, I'm going to suggest to you, I think you need more than BetterHelp. I think you need regular therapy sessions 3 times a week. It's my opinion. Because you, after 50, how old are you, 54, 53? After all this time, you still don't know who you are, ma'am. You need someone to help you heal. Straight up. It's insane. Grin Rising Motoculture. Thank you. Just like Jaguar. Promoting division instead of unity. Sitting on the panel talking about how so many people are against them, but not telling the other side of the story of what they may have done to cause such behavior. Same shit. Same energy, same motive. Now, this is the video that I edited. When was this? July of 2022, and it's had 517,098 views. This is Jessie Wu, the one that was on the stage in the white pantsuit, and Jess Hilarious and Coco Brown doing a song, but also a skit on Wild 'N Out. Shout out to all 3.
You gotta stop it. Hey, wait till mama tells you adopted. Huh? Mama, she's adopted. I'm the mama, but I didn't choose to be. Cause I look old in the face, y'all is using me. Yeah, you are. You
I ain't gonna lie, that chick is sexy as hell. If I ever find out who the hell she is, she's fucking gorgeous. Motoculture said, what you just explained is the reason my profile name, it's a question to who reads it, mode or gotcha. Yeah, she doesn't. Cloudy Claudia doesn't even know how to just be who she is. She another thing, I've never seen Cloudy Claudia stand alone and do anything. I've never seen her do a solo TV show. I've never even seen her do a solo anything, a solo night out. She always has to have an entourage. She always has to have people constantly feeding her ego. That's what happens when one doesn't know themselves. They require constant external validation because they are not validating themselves within. And it is an unfortunate thing. I mean, I've had mixed friends. I've dated mixed women. They're always trying to figure out which side to assimilate with. I'm like, why don't you just embrace both without trying to diminish the other? It's a very sad thing to be mixed and have a superiority complex to half of the race that you are. It's real weird. It speaks of a lot of unhealed energy. But yeah, mama is sexy as shit. I don't know who she is, but she look good as fuck. So yeah, shout out to all of them. So family, I'm going to end the live because I did not realize it was so early. And I do have an appointment later today. I'm going to come back because what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to do some geometric calculations of all these different people involved, allegedly, in these satanic sexual rituals, but also of her. I'm going to do a geometric calculation of Cloudy Claudia. And I'm also going to do a geometric calculation of Jaguar. I want to see what comes up in people's gematria. I really do. Because, I mean, I haven't even finished with Angie's. But a whole lot was discovered. I really feel that Cloudy Claudia knows a lot more than what she says. And I feel like we're going to find some things out that may confirm some things that were in that email. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to be diving deep. And I'm going to show that other video that she did where she promoted Amber Rose, who also, again, publicly stated that she does not identify as a Black woman, even though she's mixed. She's like, well, I just know my Caucasian side more, so I just don't identify as a Black woman. Ma'am, you do know that in America, if you have 1/8 of melanin in your skin, they consider you Black. So I want to call out all of these I don't know who I am melanated people, whether they're full melanated or if they are mixed race. Y'all don't know who the fuck y'all are. And it shows. And it's actually quite sad because it does show. It shows up in the things you say and do, and the way you behave, and the way you view the world, and the way you view everybody else. It's real weird. Thank you so much, Faye. Love you, my love. Thank you. So yeah, I'll be back tonight, family. Y'all have a beautiful day. And remember, when someone tries to bring you down or tear you down, leave them right where they had you fucked up and rise and grind. Literally, rise and grind and rise above it. And keep your energy high. Love y'all.
I thank God.